rained on my head. Welcome back, Team Fat Kid Choose Fat. I am Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis.
And the producer is here. Dooley's on his way.
Supposedly.
According to him.
Oh, this seems to be the new trend.
Right?
He'll get here in about 15 minutes.
It kind of does seem like it's last 3 weeks.
Yeah. So, how's your week, Dennis?
It's pretty steady.
Yeah.
Nice and consistent. It wasn't like a bunch of big sales or anything like that. It was actually more smaller sales and everything, so definitely helped make sure to turn over all the product as fast as possible.
You said maybe, so I didn't know where you were at.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Or is that a yes now?
No, I just saw yours, so I assumed, and I didn't see it anymore. Go ahead.
But ran into one of my buddies though last night, Alan, and apparently whenever y'all were at he came finally made it to the food truck over at the library.
Okay.
Met him.
Yeah, he said like he was over in the parking lot of Home Depot and everything, crushing his Philly and everything. He's like, why the fuck do people not know about this? I'm like, oh, they know. He's like, yeah, but they need to be shouting it from the fucking rooftops. I'm like, it's a life changer, wasn't it? He's like, yeah. They told me you were on something different right now, and I was like, yeah, I'm on the Triple S right now, but still. Same
Triple
thing.
S Mac.
Yeah, Triple S Mac, yeah.
It's not even on the fucking menu.
Special item. If you know, you know.
So, while you're on special item, Wednesday, we are going to debut at Garage for the first time on a special menu. So we're only going to run like 16. I think that's how much bread was it, right? 16?
I didn't even look.
I think it's 16 pack.
You got the pack. Yeah.
So we're going to do fat stacks. So we're going to do
All right.
double stacks, 3-ounce patties, cheese, onion, sauteed, like with the fat sauce on a potato roll.
Okay.
So we're just going to try it out, see what happens.
Okay.
So anyone who's listening, you got like 2 days to figure out how to get to Garage on Wednesday.
Well, honestly,
Get to Wednesdays on Garage.
We know one person's listened to it that's already going to be there on Wednesday, anyways, and I think he's already had.
He's already had it because I ran a test run on him.
Yeah.
Like that was a few months back during the winter when it was a little slow and I was just bored and messing around.
Yeah.
That and I wanted one, so
I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
so we're gonna give it a go and see what happens on Wednesday. And see if we sell 16, I'll be surprised.
Still, probably don't want to do that on Saturday though.
No.
I
mean, if that was like all we were doing,
yeah, I was gonna say.
What's Saturday?
Back Bay.
Yeah.
Farmhouse.
So that is that one's gonna be a little brutal. That's
11 to 9 or something like that.
Can't be that bad. They don't think it will be, so...
Okay, so while we're on the subject,
Let me get the song going.
Well, you got time because I gotta my calendar's not loading. All right, you ready? Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so Tuesday we'll be at Crestwood Intermediate School, 10:30 to 1 p.m. for our only lunch of the week. Nope.
No, they're all lunch except Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday we'll be at the Garage featuring the Fat Stacks from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. or 8, depending on how the day goes. Thursday we'll be at Norfolk General from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then Friday we'll be at Tractor Supply right next to CHKD.
And Primrose.
Yes.
Elementary.
11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. I forgot all of them came over. And then on Saturday we're at Back Base Farmhouse for Derby Day.
Oh, yeah.
And May the 4th be with you duo. So during the day they're doing the Kentucky Derby, and at night I think they're playing Star Wars.
On the lawn, yeah.
On the lawn. We probably won't make it that far.
Yeah. Probably be sold out by then.
Yeah. Probably like around 4.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday we're at the Farmers Market for first Sunday art show.
Yeah.
And, we'll see if we're going to do fat stacks on Sunday.
With glazed and infused.
Oh, glazed and infused is going to be there?
Yep.
And I'm assuming Clucks.
We assume, but I know for a fact glazed.
Because you talked?
Yep.
I said they were there yesterday.
Somebody wants some sugar.
She will be having strawberry crumble donut.
Ooh.
See, they've already discussed. This
is okay.
They've already discussed
Collusion over here, you know.
what snacks we having? I'm over here like trying to make a cheeseburger. He's like, fuck you, donuts. All right, so on this episode of Jason Says Things Wrong,
She also wanted to know if we wanted to collaborate and make a donut burger one day.
I mean, like to sell or just for us to eat?
I have no interest in eating that. But
Do you think she could make like a sweet sesame seed?
Dude, you've
donut?
had her like habanero donut or whatever. Like she makes savory donuts too. So
See, but I was thinking like everyone does like a donut burger. I'm trying to figure out how to get like a glazed chicken Asian style donut, like the
I'm sure whatever
the
you
toasted
wanna
sesame
try.
seeds.
Yeah.
She'll be down.
Let's go full Asian donut.
Ooh.
Little clove or something in there. I don't know. I'll work it out in my head.
Let's get like the sugar donuts.
I'm sure whatever you decide.
Fuck it, man. Let's just do powdered donuts.
Well, you were talking Chinese. Like,
Yeah.
You get like Chinese takeout and they got the little sugar donuts.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
okay.
literally just like balls of dough.
Well, see, I was like,
Rolled in sugar?
I think in my head, I was going more like the Mongolian bread.
Oh, the sesame.
Yeah, the sesame Mongolian bread.
That's so
but-
not a donut in
Right,
any
right, but-
sort of way.
like that kind of texture.
Okay.
But sweet,
Okay.
so that we could put like a teriyaki glazed chicken on it or something. I don't know. I just like going to like the Mongolian restaurant and like cutting the little hot pockets and stuffing shit inside of them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, so,
I do.
so it's like because it's like a long rectangular and like you cut it
just
open.
bite the
It's
end
like
off. What are you talking
it's
about?
like a
Cut it
Mongolian
open.
pita in the middle, and then like you just stuff the noodles and shit inside.
Multiple people at the table when you said it all made the movement of open the pocket, grab the sugar.
Literally all four of us.
Yeah. All right. So on this episode of Jason Says Things Wrong, can anyone? All right. So when you say the band,
Mighty Mighty Boss Dogs.
yes. Until like fucking 4 days ago, I heard the Mighty Boss Stones.
Ah.
Stones. Okay.
And
can see that.
it didn't like, and it popped up like on my phone, and I looked at it and read the name of the band, like, and you never do.
So, did you think that, like, when you say Boston's, did you think it was spelled like the Bostons, and they just like said it funny?
Yeah, like
did he?
BOSST, like,
Oh,
but it
NS,
would, I guess
like-
it would need another S. Like, I don't know. I've never looked at it before, and I thought like Boss Stones, Mighty Boss Stones, because when people say it,
Yeah.
they don't stop.
Separate, yeah.
They don't
Enunciate.
separate. Yeah, they don't. It's not like the Mighty Boss Tones. It's Boss Tones.
I beg to differ.
Maybe I'm just slow.
I'm trying to figure out the next
Mighty
word.
Boston's.
I-
I get it.
I will
Mighty
also
Mighty
say, like,
Boston.
especially if you hear it said by someone on the radio, they are probably talking quickly,
Yeah.
like to get through whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, in most of the time that you hear a reference to it, I see your point. Like the Mighty Boston's, like,
Because
I-
it's
I
not
get
Boss
it.
Tones. No one says Boss Tones.
no.
It's Boss Tones. And like I
Alright.
was like,
I mean-
I looked at it and I was like, holy shit.
See,
Like,
I feel like
I'm
I feel like
4
people.
days old on this.
I feel like people do say boss tones, but again, like if you've heard it so many times, like the connotation in your head is like they're Bostonians, they're Bosstones, like you know what I mean. Like now you just like now it's one word instead of boss
Don't ever knock
tones.
on
Like
wood.
I had no idea what a Boss Stone was.
Neither did anyone else. evidently.
And I get like Boss Tones, like, oh, that tone was Boss. Like, it's kind of a weird name. It's a weird name to begin with.
yeah,
But I don't know. Like, I was just like, what is a Boss Stone?
okay.
Okay.
timber knob or protrusion. Oh no, that's
Well,
just
yeah.
what is a boss.
It's a funny name, but you
Casper's
don't
here.
think Team Fat Kid is a...
Oh, okay.
Other people are like, yeah, that's a interesting choice of names. Mighty Boss Tones. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but you
seem
can
as weird.
you can assume Team Fat Kid has something to do with food.
True.
The Mighty Boss Tones, I mean, I guess it does have tones, but if you think it's one word, it's the Bostonians. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, now, does it have something to do with Boston or music? I don't know.
Like, where do you go to get your stones? I go to the boss.
To get my tones, not my stones.
Okay, and then this one, like, Travat. Is it Travat or Travet? Or is that just what country you're in? Like filet and fillet.
I never knew... Is that how you spell it?
Fillet is just wrong. Let's get that out the way, all right?
Herbs.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, it's a fillet mignon.
No, it's not.
It's a fillet mignon.
You don't think that's how you spell it?
Not at all.
I mean-
Private. You spelled it like private with a T.
Maybe that's why I say it wrong. Oh, Googling.
You probably have to.
Yeah, that is how you spell it.
Really? That is not how I would have spelled it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
So-
assuming it's a French term.
It doesn't give me that. It's just like, here, get one on Etsy.
Judging by spelling and the
You
fact
want
that it's
it.
Travat, it's probably a French term.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's spelled correctly, but it's pronounced like the pronunciation is TRITIT. Sorry, so it's Trivet. Trivet.
I never knew that that's what they were called until you taught me that. So I'm not the right
Well, I mean,
one
I
to
could have been
ask.
teaching you wrong. What is that?
Well, you had
It's a
it.
Trivet.
It's still
What
the
what does
name
it
of
do?
it.
It stops your table from stops from burning your table when you put something hot on it.
Yeah, we just called them pot holders.
Right?
You put the pot holder down on the counter and you put your shit on top of it. I didn't have any fancy.
I mean, technically,
sometimes
it is still holding the pot.
It is.
Sometimes it might have been a
How do you
towel.
pronounce it, Alex?
Trivet, but I
Trivet?
mean, that's probably just from being around you so often. I never used the term beforehand either. You just called it that, so I'm
I never used the term until I
So
started coming
evidently,
around
it
here.
is Trivet,
well.
but there's an A clearly in there.
trivet.
I mean, I
Vit.
I would just, I don't know. I like trivet.
I guess it would be an A, right? So it'd be the way it's spelled. You
Well,
would pronounce it.
Trivet.
so ironically enough though,
Trivet.
Melissa made the best
Trivet.
example. It's just like private, trivet.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Like it's ATE. I get it. It sounds like it should be private, but we say private, so that makes sense. Trivet.
Trivet.
Okay, so
I like trivet better.
Wallace.
Yeah, I'm
try,
not changing.
Wallace try
I'm just gonna
meaning
cycle through.
means three, and
We'll
vet
just go back to
comes
pot
from
holder.
comes from ped, meaning foot or feet.
So, trifoot. That's
yeah.
2 feet.
Trivet often has 4 feet. Sometimes trivet may include wooden trivets and have no feet at all. But just fun facts.
Fun facts of the day.
I mean, I have all different kinds. Like I like the silicone ones the best because shit don't slide around.
See, this
Yeah.
makes me seem like this is some shit from like the 1850s, though, where it was probably like a silver platter that had 4 legs that sat
I
on
have
the
those
table,
too.
and yeah,
I
like
have those
that's
too.
probably like. Do you? So here's the question: if those are trivets,
Those are decorative and they can also hang on the wall.
if those are
So you
trivets,
just pull them
trivets,
off the wall and
trivets,
put them on the table.
then would the new silicone ones be still trivets, trivets, trivets?
Yes, because it says the wooden ones have no feet at all.
It said wooden.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's because they didn't have silicone. I mean, we can keep reading. I mean, also refers to tripod used to elevate pots from coals or from open fires.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I guess, like Dutch ovens that have, like,
Yeah.
the feet on them.
Yeah.
Metal trivets are often tripod-like structures with 3 legs to support the trivet horizontally to hold the dish or pot above the table surface. These often include,
Oh.
what?
Nothing. I just realized Cinco de Mayo
Is next Monday.
is the first art market, but that's 2 totally different crowds.
No,
It's
it's not.
fine.
It's-
It's time.
You want a taco?
That's the third.
Because you know we get taco.
No shit, she's right. That is the 5th. The third's Friday.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe we'll get people before they go out for their tacos.
Cinco de mayonnaise.
You got me, so hey.
We could totally do tacos. All right. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
5 mayonnaises.
The 5th of mayonnaise.
Dude, this is like, we just need, like, what'd you do? I blended all the mayonnaises together.
No, see, what we should do is we should just come up with a whiskey and call it burnt mayonnaise, and then someone could be like, I had a 5th of mayonnaise. It's Cinco de mayonnaise.
Had a 5th of mayo. Dare me to try?
Cinco de Mayo, bitch. And Dooley can have his drink burnt.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're going to heartbreak some people here.
Well, not if they actually already knew this.
I was going to say, we've covered this before.
That broccoli is man-made?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so is kale.
Yep.
Did we?
So is Rubenesco and
Oh.
cauliflower, and
I was just watching a thing, and the guy was like,
it all started from one thing.
yeah, but he was...
Cabbage?
Yeah.
Is it cabbage?
Well, okay, so like when broccoli is growing, evidently there's a little broccoli on top, and that's what I was trying to find. So there's it's called like micro broccoli or whatever. So on the very, very top, there's like one floret, and they cut it off and they discard it. But it tastes different than the rest of the plant. Evidently, it's supposed to be sweeter, and so
I want to try that.
yes, and evidently there's like a website that sells ugly fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And I think you can go on there and find it. Like, so it's like they sell like I guess misfit fruit or
Yeah,
misfits or
yeah.
whatever. So I was trying to find it because I was like, I'm very interested in this broccoli, micro broccoli that grows, the one floret that grows straight up on the top. I guess the spire of the broccoli. So I just found out that they just cut that off and discard it. Like, and then someone's like, we should probably, or like, I mean, do they just eat it in the field? Like,
Good possibility. It's only food
cut
you
that
get.
off and eat it and like keep
Yeah.
going, like the one floret. I don't know. But then I found out that movie theater butter, popcorn butter, has no butter in it at all.
Makes sense.
Wouldn't that be some shit though? If like the broccoli farmers have been knowing that shit for years, and when I say farmers, I mean the workers. Let's
Right.
face it. But like, yeah, like, oh, what are we doing with this floret? Just snap it off. Wait till the boss walks away and fucking eat it. It's delicious. Don't tell him. Like whatever
Don't
you
tell
do,
anyone.
don't mention it to. Yeah, like keep this shit in the family. Anybody of a non-color of you walks by, you just throw that shit into the ground, all right? Like, oh, it's disgusting. That's horrible. And then just pick it up when they walk away. It's fine. It's delicious.
It's fine, but don't throw it in the wet spots.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's where I peed. All right, so you want to talk about your chicken tender experience? Yesterday,
What?
it's not Saturday.
Oh gosh, Chick-fil-A's chicken strips are disappointing.
Is that a negative comment about Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
From
Her,
her,
of
the
all people.
producer?
Okay, so let's
Telling you,
let's
like,
okay,
okay, so they
let's
gave
clear
away-
some air. Okay, why did we have chicken tenders?
Because they were giving them away. I've never, ever, ever ordered chicken tender strips. They're chicken strips.
Chicken strips.
They are not. They are one step above a nugget.
I should have taken pictures, but I was not. I did not.
See-
Okay.
So okay, so let's talk about the packaging. So it comes in the little box, and if you've ever had,
It's their freaking hash brown box. The little teeny tiny hash brown box holds 3 chicken strips.
Do we? All right. Are we? Is this
a hell of
is
a
this
quotation
what the
marks.
chicken strips are going to be? Like, were they doing like 3/4 size for the giveaway? Like again, like we made a factory runoff, and these are all the little ones. Like give them away. And fucking do it.
but
Do a
I-
promotion.
I think
Nuggets?
I think they're breading at Chick-fil-A though. I don't think it's pre-breaded, like maybe pre-cut.
I was
don't
gonna say
know.
like pre-sized. I mean, like, but still, like, are they? Do you think that that's gonna be the actual
Let's talk
size
about okay.
of
So
the chicken
so
finger,
let's get
I
into
don't-
some
I don't-
chicken
shrinkflation.
tender, whatever they're calling
I
it?
have a theory,
Yeah.
and some shrinkflation happening at Chick-fil-A, in that their breakfast breast is now they're all the same breast all the time.
Yeah.
Like the breakfast breast that went on the biscuit used to be smaller than the sandwich, but according to the sandwich that I had, it was the breakfast.
Yeah, it's just it was
But
was
on a
very.
side
I would have
note-
been mad if I paid for them.
On a side note, I think that the overall heat of the spicy chicken at Chick-fil-A is probably the hottest in the fast food
Really?
that I've had. And I've had Wendy's ghost pepper
Ranch,
chicken
yeah. Yeah, it
ranch,
was disappointing.
whatever.
I wish Wendy's. I honestly feel like Wendy's has changed their recipe from when they first launched their.
Chicken,
That-
well, because it went away. The spicy chicken went away.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
And
If they had just kept with that,
yes,
they'd be king of the game right now.
because it left and it came back and it left and
Arby's
it came
wasn't
back.
bad.
And, huh?
Arby's wasn't bad. The ghost pepper one they had.
See, I don't Arby's because
Yeah.
there's not one nearby.
Granted, I use
They've
DoorDash
got the
and
meats,
everything for it,
bro.
Dude, I've been trying, and every time I go there, I try to find like the Wagyu burger because I'm just interested, even though I know it's only 51%.
I'm never. I don't think I've ever been to an Arby's and left going, that was fucking great.
but I never want.
I don't
Like,
think-
at no
there's
point-
there's a lot of places that I leave and like that was fun. Like I don't know if I've ever said that.
I don't think I've left
Venice
Arby's.
pizza.
I don't think I've left Arby's mad, but at no point ever have I
Just-
walked
but-
in and
okay,
just walked
so-
out of Arby's and be like, that was a good
You know
meal.
what?
You know what? Like,
That roast beef, definitely medium rare. Like it's like I don't leave a fast food restaurant with a bar set super high.
no. But
You know,
that's
like-
the thing. Like, but I feel like Arby's meets the bar consistently. Like, you get what
Roast
you
beef.
expect.
Roast beef
Well,
on a
like-
bun.
like,
yeah.
You, I mean, look at the outside of the building, man. They got the cowboy hat from like the 30s. You know what you're getting into. Like, you pull
Like,
up to the building
so-
and, you know, like, hey,
So I just watched like the Food That Built America episode where like Arby's, the brothers,
Yeah,
you going to talk about it? Like, okay,
yeah. Okay, so Arby's.
is not roast beef. It's the brothers.
all right,
Nice.
look, that's disgusting. Cannibalism is illegal. All right, if it's not
It's
roast
like-
beef and it's the brothers, wouldn't they have figured that out by now? How much of the brothers was there? They've been serving people for a while off those brothers. Were they large?
It was like
They
A.
keep 'em alive,
Like their
bro.
initials. Their initials were like A and R.
So it was
It,
ARBs
Brothers.
Oh, okay.
RB. Like, yeah. So
Well, I mean, whatever.
But
everybody just assumed it's
they're like,
stood
"Oh,
for
we're gonna-
roast beef.
yeah, we're gonna change the game. I'm like, yeah, instead of doing burgers, we're gonna do roast beef.
I mean, they did change the game again.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just like, I could eat like 3 of them.
Dude,
Again,
that's
like,
the $5 for $5 beef and cheddar, man. Like
He's
that.
like, yeah, $5. I'm eating all 5 of these.
McDonald's doesn't have a high bar, granted. But you've gone into McDonald's before and left and been like, all right, that was pretty fucking good. Like, my fries were hot. Like, my fucking burger was hot. Like, I said
Okay,
no pickle and
okay.
they had no pickle. Like, at no point have you ever
Never
walked
has
into
that ever
Arby's.
happened to her.
She was
But
I mean, like,
she was like, no pickle, and like, she got that
Extra.
extra.
at no point have you ever walked
And
into
they
Arby's
threw
and
one at her
left.
on the way out the door. Like,
Like, have
That
you
sounds
ever
like
left with a
Jersey
100% meal from Arby's? You know what I mean? Like, something, and not even wrong. Like, the fries are just not hot. Like, they're
I mean,
not cold, but they're not hot anymore. You
Okay.
know, like, at no point do you ever get 100% out of
Arby's
Arby's.
fries are fucking delicious.
yeah,
the
especially
curly
the cheese
fries.
sauce. Especially the cheese sauce.
Yeah, I mean, which is just canned sauce.
I know, but still.
I mean, everyone just loves that shit. I know. I mean,
Let's face it,
we
it's
talk
not the
shit
sauce.
about it, but we all still eat it.
They season their fries, like they're pre-seasoned
Yeah,
fries.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's the fries that are delicious. They
Like,
got
like
seasoned
like
already.
Rallies, but coiled,
Yeah.
or Checkers, or Rallies, wherever you live.
Yeah.
Juniors, who gives a shit? Oh wait, that's
So
Hardee's.
the other day, I had Hardee's, and they didn't even give me French fry option. They just threw me crinkle fries, which living my life, the last thing I fucking want is a crinkle fry.
Yeah.
If I'm getting fries from anybody,
Shoe strikes.
I mean, I was like, yeah, the fucking Rallies. You know,
Yeah, right.
I will drive that far. Like,
Where is the rallies around here?
I think the last one standing is Independence and Pleasure House.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
right there at the.
Okay, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
like
Yeah,
I think that's the
haul.
last one. Yeah,
That's a
you
haul
know,
right
it
there.
might be worth driving to the frozen food section of your local grocery store and grabbing a bag,
Right.
and purchasing a fryer
Yeah.
and some oil and going home and doing it yourself because you're probably going to spend the same amount in gas.
Sounds about right. Dolly's finally here.
Yeah, well, that's not Dooley. Don't.
No?
No, the
Yeah.
noise.
Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't Dolly.
Yeah.
Man, there's 3
Oh, I
rallies
was
in
like,
Norfolk.
what is
3?
happening?
Yeah, there's 3 rallies in Norfolk.
Hey, you living high on the hog over there.
Fuck.
I'd still rather go to rallies than Arby's.
I would rather go to Rallies than Arby's.
Like again, I don't have my girlfriend loves Arby's. Like I don't get it. They're close, they're convenient. Like I don't have a problem going there, but she would prefer to go there over most other fast food restaurants, and I'm just like, but why?
Do you think it's like a health thing?
No.
Like in her head?
Maybe.
Like,
I mean, she's
thinks-
anti-McDonald's. Like she refuses to go to McDonald's.
understand
That's
that.
fine. I don't give a shit.
I see. McDonald's has a soft spot in my heart.
They did whenever they still use beef tallow.
I got a soft spot in my nose.
In your nose.
Hell yeah, Burger King and McDonald's. They
Dude,
have very
that's-
distinctive smells. You can
Yes,
drive
yes,
by
that is
and
true.
like
That is definitely true.
Like you'd be hungry for lunch and be like, "There's a McDonald's around." You'd be in the middle of nowhere and just be like, "Shit!" Pull out the phone.
It's a very distinct smell. Like I think
Oh,
it's,
did we talk about?
damn, what is wrong with your charger,
Did-
bro?
Oh, dude, it's old as shit.
Did we
man.
talk about the scratch and stiff billboard on here,
No.
Dennis? We didn't talk about that. Okay,
No.
No, I think that was us having a conversation in the food truck.
I gotta look that where it, I think it was like Norway.
It was like in a mall or an airport or something.
No, it was out in the.
I'll take it.
I want to say it was like at a shopping center. It was outside.
Last.
I saw. I got my job back. I know.
I just
So anyway,
I got volume up too for you. Hola.
billboard smells like McDonald's fries. World's
Welcome.
first scented billboards, April 10th, 2024. It didn't.
So that's like last month, or no, this month. Shit, we're still in April.
I'll say 19 days ago.
I mean, this is about as close as we get to live, like
Smell-o-vision.
current events.
Right?
The customer knows best. McDonald's restaurant in the Netherlands have debuted a revolutionary way to turn customers onto their iconic burgers and fries by launching the world's first billboard that smells like their food. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but the short version is it is literally a red brick. Like, it just looks like a red block sign. I believe they say it has yellow trim, and then there's no logo. So it has their colors.
Okay,
But
so
there's-
it's like a red block with gold
yellow
trim.
trim, and it's no logo. Nothing said on it. Just red, black, yellow trim. Smells like McDonald's, and apparently, like it's successful.
Yeah, I mean,
Like people can tell that's McDonald's.
I swear, like I drive by that one McDonald's, like when we're leaving the commissary coming home, and every time. Like, I sit there, I can just smell nuggets.
You have to be within
And-
15 feet, by the way. I'm going to just update.
Well, the real place, you can be across the street.
You can,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But because I sit at the light, and like every time it's like, damn, dude, how bad do I want these nuggets?
You,
Like,
you sound
We
like me
have
when
McDonald's nuggets at home.
hey, I mean that's true.
Yeah, but this smells like the fries, which is way better.
right? How far are you? How far
Nuggets
y'all
to
gotten on
fries. We're still in the black.
this? Oh, okay.
We're on the Chick-fil-A shrinkflation.
Are we talking
Okay,
taste
'cause-
or smell? Because
'cause
smell, 100% fries.
Because I was about to say, like, this just looks like some conspiracy theory person type some shit up. Broccoli's man-made. Kale's man-made too. Well,
It's
they really are.
Kale's a genetically modified food, and the people are bitching about our mayonnaise.
I know, right?
We are talking about the Chick-fil-A.
So, okay, so the shrinkflation on the sandwich, I think, is real. And if we click on, since you're here, Dolly, if you click on number 0.5. So the reason why we were there is because evidently this month has been like fast food deals month or whatever. You just go on down to the deals. Everybody was just giving shit away. So the last call for April fast food deals. What's that say? I can't read that.
Oh, yeah.
Arby's offers their free sandwich month for April
I was
2024.
gonna say, if she likes Arby's, she could have had a free sandwich every
Yeah,
every
she
day,
needed to
every
download
week.
the app though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Rewards members can purchase a menu item and get a free sandwich every week in April.
I'm not telling her that, even if there's only like 2 days left, because I don't feel like eating Arby's for the next 2 days.
But you only
Right.
get one day, so
Oh, it's
one
fine.
one a week.
All right, so Cold Stone rewards. You can get a BOGO free Cold Stone. Damn it, I just asked you the other day,
did.
Through April 30th, guys, come on. It is not the 30th. Calm down.
dude. We
Sorry.
are playing the game right today. Like, as if you love it, BOGO in the app of Cold Stone, you get a free Cold Stone creation.
Or the
I need to start
website.
downloading all these apps.
I think this is like their whole thing, dude. Like, click on that black bar. What does that say? I can't read it because that's really shitty.
Browse more food news.
Yeah, then browse more food news.
I don't
Oh, it doesn't work.
think that's...
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
go
it's
back.
just-
My bad, we left. But yeah, so if you care about Dunkin' Rewards members get a $3 medium cold brews every day until tomorrow.
Fuck White Castle.
Hey,
I know, right?
Nah, look, read that shit, and you tell me not fuck White Castle.
Log into your Craver Nation app for an offer to get a free small freestyle drink valid through April 30th.
You don't even get a burger? Not like,
Like,
you
they
get
didn't
a
even
fucking
say-
drink?
you didn't slide me a slider, bro.
Like, nah, get
Well,
out of
like,
here.
Buy 9, get the 10th one free. Because I
Get-
mean, we
yeah.
all know we can do that.
Get the 12-pack going or something.
Yeah.
Come on. Anyway.
Oh, look, there's another Arby's update. But
Well, that's fast food deals.
2
Yeah.
for $6 mix and match deal with the addition of classic crispy chicken sandwich and mozzarella sticks.
Man, White Castle should have just stayed out the
Shit,
game.
7-Eleven.
That-
Do you see that? Rewards member can get 2 pizza slices and a Big Gulp for $3 through the app, and then they also have get 5 traditional wings for $5.99 or 10 for $10.99, $1.19 per wing.
okay, that seems a little pricey.
For 7-Eleven wings too? Come on, man.
I mean, are you getting the fresh wings? Like, are they gonna fire me up a 5-piece, or are they gonna hand me what's been sitting in that little box? Because that changes the thing.
Yeah.
Like, yes, but can you make my $5.99 5-piece now?
They just go into the office and just like, these are mine, but made them fresh.
What do we got for Burger King? Royal Perks members can get medium sized fries weekly with
.com.
pickups only. Speaking of when you hear shit wrong, has anyone seen the Burger King commercials?
Some of them.
Like recently, like the jingle.
That PK. That one?
Yeah.
Have it your way.
Yeah.
.com.
No,
No, it doesn't say .com.
it's you rule.
Yeah.
And for the longest, she was like, "Oh, that makes way more sense. I thought it was .com, like BK.com." Like,
You're just trying to get
Or
people to go.
yourway.com.
You're
Like,
trying to get people to check out their website.
Is
their
it really
app.
sad that would probably be a good website for Burger King to do any advertising? HaveItYourWay.com. That's a fucking killer website. And if you know what, that's taken because we should get that before they do. BK.HaveItYourWay.com would work just as well. But you could totally, they could totally change YouRule to .com and it would work just the same.
here we
I
go.
just really thought people, they were trying to get their website.
Travelocity, you
Isn't
rule.
wait for Air 404.
Oh, yeah, sir. Went to BK. What did it do? It went to a blank. So they
on the Burger King website.
It's loading.
Okay, so if you
Slowly.
type in haveityourway.com, it takes
does
you
go-
to bk.com.
So it redirects you. Nice job, Burger King.
Good. Wait, no, go
Maybe-
back to,
maybe not on the-
Go back to food news.
Maybe not on most of your food, but the website shit.
Oh,
Nice.
especially not your wrapper.
Okay.
Snack wraps.
What do we got? What do we got? Let's look at some popular. Oh, Del Taco's coming, and well, it's not going to help us now.
Yeah.
But the 2 for $3 crispy chicken tacos,
Wait, we're getting a
or
Del
2
Taco?
for $3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually going to be in Chesapeake. I
Yeah.
believe.
They just opened Raising Cane's too over there.
I just want to jump down to Piley's Pies. I have no idea what Piley's Pies is, but they're doing a buy one get one 50% off all bake at home items.
Oh.
So you have to make it yourself using the
No.
code. Hold on, using the code Feeling Blue. So if you're depressed, bake your own shit, bitch.
So Polly's Pies, I'm going to say, is like a take and bake. Like think Papa Murphy's pizza.
Yeah.
Still,
Bye,
I mean,
Papa Murphy.
either way, like
That sounds like a
Feeling
good
Blue.
deal.
Why Feeling Blue? Is it specifically blueberry pies? Like that's just a weird Feeling Blue. I'm low. I'm down in the dumps. Let me get some. Let me get
do
some
you
pie. I
consi-
gotta make.
Do you consider Outback Steakhouse fast food?
No.
Oh, I mean,
Well, but for a limited time, they're bringing back their 6-ounce center cut sirloin lobster tail with 2 sides for $19.99. That's gonna be a small lobster tail.
you damn right. That's not even a pocket ham. It might be a 2-4 ounce. But you
Uh,
get 2 sides.
I want to go to Sonic because you can get a free pair of solar eclipse viewing glasses with every new Sonic Blackout slush float purchase. This deal is valid while supplies last or until May 5th. I bet you they've got like a fucking box of those things left.
Right.
I just want to roll up and be like, yo, it says I got 6 days. Give me my glasses.
I like Subways. Buy 1 foot long sub, drink at Subway, and get another free when you use code BOGO drink at checkout. It may not be available at all Subways.
So you get a free drink?
You get 2 free. You get a free drink for
yeah.
yeah. Fuck that shit.
See, it says drink at Subway. It doesn't say drink their drinks at Subway.
Okay, what about KFC? Grab an 8-piece, drums and thighs, fried chicken bucket for $10 on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I saw that commercial last night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, I feel like everybody who's at least doing food is putting
Okay, so
something
Wendy's.
in it.
I still
Like,
think Wendy's has the best fast food burger out there. What do they got going on?
Plus, every Friday you'll get free any size fries with any purchase through the end of the year. Get Dave's daily dollar deal for a new deal priced at just $1 with any purchase each day in the Wendy's app.
Yeah, they're still recovering.
So wait,
they're
let's-
still recovering from
From the dynamic
Yeah,
pricing.
We're just
yes.
giving away. We're just giving away French fries. Just give them fries. Give them fries.
I love how they have to call it the Dave's Dollar Deal and then specify that it is $1.
Well, because I guess it's not a dollar menu anymore at like
McDonald's.
yeah,
They
it's
got
like
the
one,
value
two.
menu.
Why is the Dollar Tree still the Dollar Tree, or is it the $1.50 Dollar Tree?
Well, now they have chip for like $5 in there. They got like a frozen food section where you can get like actual shit for like $5.
Steaks. They got steaks there.
I mean, I'm not saying go and buy steaks from Dollar Tree, but
I told the
I'm
customer.
a baller on a budget right now, so
he's like, what?
I might have told somebody to do that.
They got a parking lot. Like what is it, like? What's the one that like you drive by every now and then? It's like in a mall parking lot. They got like the tent out and
Yeah.
they're selling steaks. Like,
Come get your steak.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
STAKES.
Yeah, no, I know when you're talking about because they get like 50 ribeyes for $30, and I'm like, yeah, no.
that would give you botulism anyway.
Well, they're gonna be about maybe an eighth of an inch
hey,
thick.
you only
and
cook
fucking-
them on one side.
Yeah, it is, and they're frozen too. So yeah,
You cook them on one side from frozen.
yeah.
You can't just.
You just hold it above the grill. You don't actually put it down. It'll be done.
Yeah, pretty much.
You put it on the warmer plate next to the grill.
They got the big ass semi truck. Yeah.
You guys got a
Yeah,
candle?
that one.
You guys
I know
got a
exactly.
candle? I need to cook this.
I always laugh like even the ones that would drive around with a pickup truck with a freezer in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
I laughed the one time because they actually pulled up in the farmer's market behind the butcher shop and everything, and my boss and his dad were sitting outside smoking a cigarette, and like, hey man, you want to buy some meat? And I'm like, butcher shop. He's like, no, seriously, you want some meat? And I'm like, dude, we know who owns your company. He buys his steaks from us. He won't even eat his product. So what does that say, bro? Like,
I almost, well, I'm not going to say I did get a job with them. I didn't realize what I was getting into when I was hired. And they're like, yeah, see you tomorrow. And I was like, I looked outside and like, there's a fleet of fucking like red pickup trucks with cool, like,
Those little trunk freezers, yeah.
like a trunk freezer in the back, and I was like, I am not coming back here tomorrow.
It's really weird how like the easier it is to get a job.
Don't want it.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but like if it's too easy to get a job, it's almost like day 2 you're not going back. Like
Right.
it doesn't. You're like, oh yeah, I got a job. You know, I can do stuff, and I got money, and this, that, and the other. And then you show up, and you're like, this isn't what the, like pyramid scheme shit is this? Like what? And then day 2, they're like, we'll see you tomorrow. And you're like, the fuck you will. Like I finished my shift. That's enough. I'm surprised I made it this far.
Yeah, congratulations. I didn't steal anything.
I worked at IMA. On Virginia Beach Boulevard.
What is IMA?
International Marketing Agency, I think
Yeah.
is what it was.
Yeah,
They did
telemarketers.
magazine subscriptions and bullshit and whatever. And, you know, like they sold whatever magazine subscriptions, but you were, you know, you could be put in to win a Mustang and a trip to, you know, California. And this there were like 3 top prizes. No fucking won that shit. Like, I don't know if it even existed. I feel like it had to, but I don't know if it did. But that is that they tried to entice. You know, everybody started on Friday.
Yep.
And then, so they did orientation on Friday. It was like, all right, we'll see you tomorrow morning. You know, come on back. We'll have donuts. And it's like, you think donuts are bringing people back?
Are we getting a delivery that we are unaware of?
Maybe. Or your neighbor is.
Honestly, yeah, it's a big ass truck.
But yeah, like, donuts. You think donuts is going to do it? Like, this is the worst 6 hours I've ever worked. Like, I've had some bad jobs, and this is horrible.
Oh, no, I've done it telemarketing. I've done it
You get donuts
telemarketing, yeah.
tomorrow.
Is it
I'll
big
fucking be
trash?
here at 7.
That is not big trash.
You would think telemarketers would at least keep track of their telemarketing. Like someone who already bought magazines is someone that I called to try to sell magazines, and they were telling me how fucked up shit was. They were like, I don't even get the right magazines. Like, man, this job is not where I want to be.
I did that one with
Smooth operator already.
I don't know.
Said
I
smooth
did that with
operator.
contract communications too. I was over there off the South Plaza Trail and everything, right next to the 7-Eleven and the fire department and everything. Yeah, because they did that. Because they had it split up. They had women on one side, men on the other side. The men were selling subscriptions for JC firefighters and for the fraternal order police and everything.
Yep.
And then the women were doing gift baskets and everything for like all the cancer organizations and everything like that.
Yeah, no.
I remember that.
It's all, yep. No, I
You
gave
make
you the
$8.
day. I'm done.
You make $8 an hour plus commission. Oh, by the way, if you don't hit your commission, you're fucked.
Yeah, you know, once you make the sale, pass it off to Betty, and they'll finish up and get all the account information. You just have to talk them into it,
Yeah.
and then you pass it on. Like, I mean, I get it. Is that like financial security? Maybe that makes sense. But then, like, I don't know. The longer you do it, it's like the third person you pass on, you're just like, I don't know about this shit anymore. Like,
Am I so
you just start talking to people off script, and you're like, yeah, nah, I'm not going to come back tomorrow. Like, you just want to stay on the phone with me for a couple minutes? Why? Just because if I hang up, then they're going to, like, look into why I'm not on the phone. Like, what kind of magazines you like?
What are you into?
Right?
Like, I promise, I'm not going to try and sell you something.
So
I
you're doing
really
penny
don't
stock?
give a shit. What, I mean, I just want to waste time. You got a couple minutes?
Wolf of Wall Street over there?
Well, like I had a job that wouldn't pay overtime if you didn't hit overtime in the 2 consecutive weeks on the pay cycle, which I'm sure is fucking illegal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah, you don't get overtime unless you work like a full. So
Like, if you worked 50 1 week and 30 another, it was only 80 in a 2-week pay
Yeah.
period. That's not legal.
yeah, well, that's pretty much was my last day.
Yeah.
When they were like, yeah, I was like, don't worry about it. They're like, what? I was like, because like there's like there's no way you can get your overtime this week because I was sick one day. Like, so if you're sick one day, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude, cool, don't worry about it. And they're like, seriously? I was like, yeah, don't worry about it.
I always love when they break down the bonus structure. Like, they give you a breakdown, and then they tell you, like, 2 days in, like, okay, this is how the bonus structure really works. And you're like, yeah, well, it's all right, later.
Yeah.
That was not what we discussed coming into this.
You okay?
Got sleepy.
All right. Let's talk about this beer. So this one, for common knowledge, we partake in a lot.
Yeah.
But we've heard rumors that maybe the recipe has changed,
Uh-huh.
or something may not have
But-
recipe.
Yeah.
The recipe don't recipe.
So have you gone in yet? Have you already tasted it?
I have.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
I got this beer over here.
That's interesting. That doesn't taste like what I used to remember that taste
It's
like.
close.
There's something off. There's something off.
It's
Yeah.
almost. This is gonna sound.
It's almost too clean.
I was gonna say this is gonna sound weird, but it's almost like more corny.
Yeah. I can see that, yeah.
I almost smelled corn when I was taking my first sip, but
Y'all remember the corn soda?
it's not barley. Like it's not a dark, like
I do.
It's like sweet.
No.
It's lighter than that.
I thought the corn soda really was too close to what corn tastes like to be a soda.
It does seem. It seems cleaner on the front with a little bit of a. I don't want to say a stronger finish because it's not strong.
I feel like it has less flavor than normal.
A little bit cleaner
Yeah.
on the front end. I feel like it does come through in the back end, but again, I feel like it's got more of a corn flavor.
I drink it a lot, but I don't drink it a lot out of a clear cup.
This is true.
And being able to see it, like you could read a penny if you just put it on the cup on top of it. Like,
Yep.
that is
Yep. Read my can right through that bit.
But yeah,
that is really good filtering.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's too far off.
I don't think that I would stop drinking it.
No.
But maybe. I mean, I get it, dude. It's a small brewery. Things happen. Sometimes recipe don't recipe.
Sometimes you liquid instead of weight.
You just change the units, like on the scale. And it just didn't.
Damn
have
fluid
time.
ounces.
How many ounces did you put in there? Like 15. It was like 57 packets of fucking.
Damn fluid ounces, bro.
Fuck you. Technically,
And what did we learn
Technically, it is going into a fluid ounce. So
this time?
we're not making dough.
4 ounces by volume and 4 ounces by weight are very different. It's about half when you're talking about yeast.
Not if you're doing. You said 4 ounces, right?
I used a 4 ounce ramekin.
No, there's one packet to every 4 ounce. Oh.
So yeah, while we're talking about yeast, here was a random topic brought up recently.
All right, so you're gonna want to get some Massengill, and you're.
So
You add baking soda to it, some water, bring it to a boil. Oh, never mind. Wrong recipe.
in general, most of the time we eat yeast, it's already dead. Right? Breads,
We're assuming.
most of them it dies in the heat.
We're assuming.
Yeah, most of it's already dead.
What are those little fucking things that can survive in anything? Looks like a weird six-legged bear or whatever.
Bacteria.
Oh.
Survives in space.
I know exactly what you're
You
talking
can
about.
cook it and it's still inside you.
They call them water bears.
Yeah, that thing.
I don't.
I'm just saying words.
I don't know what they are called off the top of my head.
I mean,
It
yeah,
starts
but-
with a T.
Yeah, that thing.
In any case,
Maybe yeast or
now
like,
that's all I
ain't
can
dead.
fucking think about.
Like, they're
what is
still
the water bear?
Like now they're just inside your stomach eating
but, like,
and farting.
yeast.
That's why you burp.
Yeast is alive in beer, right?
Yeah.
Are they?
Well, that's why
they
they
go
say
to
like
oil.
Some of it is
Like-
still after,
'cause-
even after fermentation, yeah.
if you can leave it in the can, it will, and it still ferments in the
it's
can.
'cause it
Like certain,
carbonates?
well, like it's still eating the sugars.
Yeah.
So, or like that's
So it survives the boil,
Yeah. You don't
or
add
is
so-
yeast added
after the boil?
boil?
After the boil. It's after the boil because that's whenever you do the fermentation. Because you got to chill it first, then you pour it into your fermenting bucket and everything. Then you add the yeast because you got to make sure you write that up, that and then priming sugar.
The yeast has to be alive to create the carbon dioxide.
Yes.
Like it eats the sugars,
And
creates
alcohol,
carbon
yeah.
dioxide. Yeah, and that's what
And
the
then
byproduct is
Fart
the alcohol.
bubbles, piss and alcohol.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So
It's,
here's
like,
the
it's
question:
just like me.
Yeah.
Do you think?
So as of right now, the yeast is alive. Once
Do you-
you incorporate
do you
oxygen,
that once
is
you
dead.
ingest it is alive, and for how long? Like, do you think that if you just ate like a whole bunch of bread or some fucking donuts, and you ate or drank like a full beer that, let's say, was an unfiltered or whatever, like it had more yeast in it than usual?
Yeah.
Like they didn't make it right. Like it's still a good beer, but it just has a lot of extra yeast in it. Do you think that you would expand your stomach? Like, how much of a reaction do you think you would get, or is it as soon as it hits your stomach, it's dead from the acid? Like,
I'm gonna go with the acid.
What's the, like, and it still takes like a couple minutes to hit your stomach. Keep that in mind. So,
I mean, I don't know though, because they might be fermenting on the way down, and that's why you're burping and farting.
Well, that's also
But then explain
every day.
explain beans.
well, it's also a lot of oxygen
Farting,
too.
burping,
Oxygen.
shitting every day.
Like swallow more air whenever you're drinking and eating and
great
everything
song.
too. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, how much yeast is alive? How long is it alive? And does it actually have time to react with anything? Like,
Well-
who knows? Like, how long does it take one yeast cell bacteria thing to turn a beer molecule?
Yeah.
like, how
Okay, so-
long does this? Like, I mean,
So okay,
I know from
like
when I
one
brew beer.
granule of sugar.
yeah, like what? How long does that process
Okay,
take?
so like yeast is basically a microorganism, right? So like what we're seeing like is the dead yeast encased around the live yeast.
Yeah.
To keep the live yeast alive, they use dead bodies.
Damn starters.
So are we talking about rapid rise yeast? Are we using cake yeast? Are we using?
I think if
like-
it's active, I don't know if it matters, right?
So, I mean,
Those are
active-
The,
popping up on there.
the process is still the same for active yeast. It's going to eat sugar and make alcohol and carbon dioxide.
I mean, that's what it does.
So, but the
Hold
question
on.
is, like, obviously fermentation takes a
Hold on.
long time. So how long
Why I do.
does a yeast take to break down a beer?
What?
Or a sugar. I shouldn't say a beer.
You're all over the place, Billy.
Well, you look that up. I'm looking up fucking water bears.
I just wanted to talk about, like, cooking. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The auto work here is fantastic in the Google bar.
Tardigrade.
Tardigrade, that's it. They make, like,
Tardigrade.
tardigrade pillows and stuff.
It's
like,
an extremophile, which basically means it can live through just
Yeah,
about
it lives,
anything.
it lives in, like, vacuum of space, you know? It'll definitely live through you boiling a pot of water. Are you okay now?
So the yeast is
Working on it.
good.
Yeah?
How long does it take yeast to prove? I mean, 10 minutes, but yeah, all right. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. Like when you drink a beer, is the yeast still alive? I mean, obviously not. I think in like in a national brand where it's been in a can for several months before I don't know what
Or
the
even
born
like-
on dates are.
Like that's the other question. I don't think that if you like ate a packet of active yeast and then ate some sugar, that it would have any time to do anything. But if it's already
Give me 5
active
minutes.
from the beer that you are drinking, like does that is there any?
140 degrees.
So 140 degrees or higher kills yeast.
120 degrees or more, but they said once it hits 140, that's the point where the yeast will be completely killed off.
Is that Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
That is 140 F, sir.
Did they set up the market? I mean, the carnival?
Carnival.
Have you
Where?
been past the market?
What market?
The farmer's market. Did they set up the carnival?
What carnival?
The thing that happens in the front every year.
They haven't done that in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I just got a message that said, is the farmer's market doing first market with the carnival? So I was like, oh no. I haven't left my house in 2 days.
They
Did they
did-
set that up?
Whenever they're setting up for that, they've had the damn rides and everything in the back parking lot for at least a week before that.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen them all week. So
I mean, you were there yesterday.
I was there yesterday. They wasn't there. So
Oh, well.
So,
at the same time, that means they're getting rid of the picnic tables and everything they got set up over there for the fucking food trucks and stuff.
I thought that was a great move when they added the picnic table.
That's smart.
Yeah. I think they could do a couple more.
Yeah.
I mean,
They have been putting them out there every week though. Like
I don't think they take them away.
they do.
No.
Yeah, they carried them out there last time we were there. Like they were not there when we pulled up. Two dudes carried it over, set it down, went back, got the other one.
Maybe they cut the grass. I don't know.
Well, they've been cutting grass
Oh, yeah.
every other day for the last fucking 3 weeks. So like, you gotta spend all that money, otherwise they won't get in the budget again
Right.
next year.
Landscaping.
Dude, they're on freaking Saturday and Sunday fucking cutting that grass. Whenever there's
Wow.
no events, yeah.
I mean, jail's right down the street.
Let's grab. Yeah.
It's not. Nope. It's city employees. It's not even the fucking.
No, they're paying people.
Yeah, they're paying people because they got it. If they don't spend the money, they won't get it back next year.
Oh,
That's how the budget
Gotta
works.
love that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if
do you need this money? Not right now, but if I don't use it, I won't get it next year when I do need it. So I'm just gonna use it
Yeah,
and
I
spend
just
it
don't.
on
I don't
shit
want to. I don't
need.
want to lose the money that I got coming in. Like that shit used to happen. Oh wow.
Back
What
on
the fuck? Like
Couldn't decide on the chicken or the hen, so she went with both.
I'm just on the the absurd amount of ketchup.
That
Hey, on a hash brown, yeah.
those hash browns are the only way you go with a whole shitload.
is
of
that a
ketchup.
hash brown?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a
I know
chicken
that hash
tender.
brown from anywhere.
No, that's a Donald's hash brown. Well,
McDonald's, thank you.
sorry.
Well,
It is-
Mick would not be offended.
Well, let's
Hey, Jason.
let's be truthful.
Jason.
In a circle. That is a great value McDonald's
It's
knockoff.
still fucking amazing though. All you need is a pinch more fucking salt and the ass load of ketchup, and you're good to go.
We had it loaded, and then you unload
Oh, I
it.
thought you wanted a different one.
No, that one. All right. So 19 game-changing cooking secrets people have learned while traveling abroad. All right, so I did delve into this one serious. So this one
Interesting.
I really want to try. All right, so I learned a trick of making scorched onions. Okay, so I'm going with this is like they're doing it in a wok, but they scorch them ahead of time in a. So we're talking about scallions, right?
Yeah.
So they scorch them in, basically brown them in a cast iron and put them aside while they're making like ramen or whatever, and then they add them to the dish later. So it gives it like the wok feel without having to
Bust out a wok?
Bust out a wok. Because I mean, I don't know if you've ever cooked in a wok, but it makes your house kind of hot.
It depends. I've got electric wok, so
Oh, look at you, fancy fucker!
know, right?
Does yours have a rounded bottom or
Yeah.
a flat bottom?
round and bottom.
So like you just plug the whole fucking thing in,
It plugs right into the thing, and it,
like into the side,
and
like
the side,
handle?
and then
So it's like, okay, so where's the coil? Is the coil at the bottom?
I'm assuming so. Yes.
Because the sides are supposed to be cooler than the bottom.
Yeah, it's like
Does it like sit in a box?
it's like it came in a box, but yeah.
What? I hope so. I hope some guy's not walking down the street like, yo, I got this electric wok,
Nah,
motherfucker.
dude,
Let
he
me
was-
give
he
you
was-
this shit.
He's like, you want
I
to buy
didn't
some
even-
steaks? And you're like, no. He's like, you want to buy this wok?
At the same time,
it's the perfect. It's
At the same
perfect for the
time,
steaks.
I didn't even pay for it. I got it for free. So
I
like,
mean, that's
you
cool.
know,
That's
you know,
awesome.
And it
Like,
came in a box?
Like, it's got like like 4 little legs at the bottom and everything.
The dude
It
that was
plugged-
trying to
it's
sell
got a
you
It's
little
got a trivet.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Okay, so it's got 4 legs at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just like describe it to me, please.
And then like it's got a little like almost like a box that sticks out, and then you plug in like like the old hot
it's
plates
like,
and everything.
Yeah, it's got like the
The-
skewer that
the-
goes in the
in-
side.
Yeah, that's how it heats up and everything. And like
And it goes at the bottom.
yeah,
And is the wok removable?
no,
So it's all like you
You-
don't pick it up.
I can't pick it up, but
You just kind of work it.
with
And,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's no like fucking tossing.
You
No.
can't work the wok.
I mean, you could.
I could, but my outlet probably unplugging it.
So the dude that was trying to sell you, the dude that was trying to sell you that meat, he was like, you know what? I'll give you this wok for free. Give you some of the
No, I
meat.
actually got it from the boss man.
Yeah, but so scorched onions, like I mean, we've all had it in
Yeah.
like in your sautéed, like chicken or whatever from the Asian place. But
Fried
this
rice.
is this is definitely going to be one of my new go-tos. I'm going to try this out on my next ramen adventure.
Can I come over?
I mean, usually it's at like fucking midnight.
No.
Jason's gonna be scorching that shit. Most gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Don't worry
Scorched
about it.
onions!
You want ramen tomorrow?
It's
No.
today.
Yeah. I mean, what?
All right, quality anchovies are crucial to Italian tomato-based sauce.
I get it. It's the salt.
You never put anchovies in your sauce.
No.
Have you been letting me down all this time? Not even a tube of anchovy paste, huh? Nothing?
I mean, we can get it if you want to.
It says it's an excellent umami flavor. We're gonna have to try it. I mean, maybe not the whole fucking thing.
I
But
think-
we just
nope,
watched,
nope.
but we just watched an episode of The Kitchen, and 4 out of the 3 dishes had anchovies in it.
I think you got to put the whole anchovy in there,
Did you say 4
like
out of the
4
paste?
of them. Just no.
Oh no, if you're using like fillets, then yeah, you would use like
Yep,
2,
leave them
3.
whole. Throw them in.
Don't even mash them up.
Just
lay
throw
'em
'em in
on,
there.
Just lay them on top at the end of the dish. It's
Ooh, I
gonna
got
be-
an anchovy.
It's a garnish.
It's like the king cake. Did you get the anchovy? I got the anchovy. Look at that. I thought that was a mushroom. Dennis almost died.
We can try some anchovy paste. Do we have it at our store? I guess we'd have to go to the coffee store again.
The coffee store. The Asian market.
Yeah.
That's a
It's the coffee store.
like people are like Starbucks has anchovies.
So
I
love this next one. I had the best chimichurri in Spain. I mean, that does kind of make sense. You know,
At an Argentinian steakhouse.
When I asked for the recipe, I was told the secret is not to use very much acid or lemon juice at all. Rather, load up on the lots of oregano and other herbs like thyme and rosemary, and add a tiny dash of sesame oil. The flavor was so earthy and amazing, and I've never made chimichurri any other way.
So backing off on the acid, just more herbs and oil.
That sounds very European.
Yeah. Sounds like they messed it up.
In Cuba, I was exposed to ceviche that had green olives in it. I had never had ceviche like that before, but it really opened my eyes. The briny olives work so well with the lime and fish. Was that like, were the olives in the ceviche, or were they on the ceviche dish?
I think they're like
In the ceviche?
like it's part of the briny part is what they're going with.
At that point, are you
that's
using
a
the
baby.
juice, or are you just using the
I
olives?
mean,
don't
that's
know.
the-
There's a
they're
baby
not
octopus.
babies.
Don't call them babies.
I mean, I'm just gonna say for ceviche, there is a lot of char in this picture.
I know, right?
It's like,
Fire roast your peppers, tomatoes, and onions for salsa. It makes a huge difference.
Whoa,
If you have the
yeah.
time, that's fucking true.
I mean, if you're making salsa, you got the time.
Yeah, that's also true.
Japanese cooking is founded on 5 basic seasonings, which are represented by letters.
Umami. Sorry, that's only 4.
Siesto.
3.
Yeah, what? Sashi, su, si, su?
I think it's say
Su?
so.
Say so? Where are you at? It's like A-E-I-O-U.
Sashi su say so. Like A-E-I-O-U in
Alright.
English. Anyway, they are sato, sugar, shio, salt, su, vinegar. I'm going to go with seiyu.
I was like, good luck here. Soy
Soyu,
sauce.
soy sauce, and miso paste. This also represents the correct order of adding ingredients to the cooking process, since vinegar, shoyu, and miso can lose their flavor if added too early.
I'll show you ramen here.
I mean, I'm not, now I feel like I need to write this down.
I'm gonna take a screenshot.
It came
It's
from,
in the email, bro.
It came from my phone.
Like, yeah, you can find this. I mean,
I was
interesting.
about to say I may be able to snip it and send it to you.
Oh, that'd be cool. Don't fuck around.
I do it at work all the time.
Do
What?
you?
Snippets? Yeah.
What is a snippet?
Should be this. Oh, probably not on here.
Anyways.
You just alerted the FBI.
I don't like Thai food.
You don't know Thai food.
Thai food's delicious.
I like.
You can't handle the Thai food.
See, I like Thai because they use like a lot of like coconut and things like
Yeah.
that, and like
Thai Roy, man.
Coconut and peanut.
I love Thai Roy.
I noticed that lots of Thai recipes call for a little palm sugar to balance out the savoriness of the dishes.
Good job. I noticed. Okay, this one I have to find, and I'm pretty sure I gotta go to the coffee store to find it.
Mexican oregano. That sounds illicit. Is that what we're calling it these days? Like, Mexican oregano is crucial for cooking Mexican cuisine. It's different from what you use in your Italian cooking. It's more herbaceous and earthier, and it has the slightest hint of spice. Despite that fact, that it's a much smaller part of many recipes, it can make a huge impact on the overall flavor. Pretty much all Mexican sauces use it as the special ingredient.
Small.
Small box, yeah.
I honestly had a feeling he was going to say something like that. FIFO? Or like, which one?
FIFO, FAFO, whatever. You know?
Peak.
All I heard,
FIFA?
I'm good. All I heard was Mexican, and he's like 5-0. I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
That's
Hawaii.
ice, not 5-0.
That's Hawaii, man. What are you talking about?
So yeah, so like
Oh,
this
you
is
come in
this
and
is
tell
an
me
ingredient
this
that
is
I'm unfamiliar with. As far as oregano.
What even
I've
would make
probably used a
you
lot
can
of
probably
Mexican
find
oregano.
it even at Food Line.
Yeah.
What would even make it? Is there a flavor difference?
I was like, really? Where are you getting it?
Yes.
My plug.
Is it Mexican? Isn't Mexican oregano just cilantro?
Well, you would think.
You might find it at Food Kitty.
See,
Because they got it. They got the international aisle and everything right there. Especially that one.
I was
on
on
the right
I was on the fresh side,
Oh, I got you.
not necessarily the dried side.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't shy away from either. Okay.
When making tadig,
Say it again.
tadig,
Tadig. Tadig.
Tadig.
Persian crispy rice, layer the bottom of the
That
rice,
shit looks good.
pot with slices of potato or flatbread.
You're gonna make this now. 'cause this
How
looks
do you
really good.
make it crispy if there's a layer before?
I don't get yeah.
I mean,
Persians, man,
granted,
Persians.
don't make a lot of tadig. But the layer there looks good.
See, this is like Trivet. We don't know if I said that fucking right, but you're going.
Right,
Right?
it's just
Right.
thin slice of
Tadig
potato
sounds
or
good,
something like
alright.
that. I'm thinking, I'm thinking like
It sounds Persian, right?
It sounds too hard to say
Tadig?
Tadig.
That sounds more African.
Tadig.
Tadig? Like tadig?
it's tahine, but tadig.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Tadig.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of seeing damn tahine commercials. They all day long.
Dude, all of a sudden I was looking at my pantry and I was like, I have no tahini. I
Give it all
gave
to him.
it all to him, and I was like, shit, I wanted to try it on some elote.
Jason's
good
going,
on
I have no
elotes.
tahini. I hear that all the way in my fucking room over there in Riverwalk. Just
I got you. All right, we're making guacamole. Just a tiny bit of finely diced pineapple and a bit of pineapple juice is a game changer.
Interesting.
I mean, it's an acid, right?
Yeah.
You don't even taste the fruit, but it gives guacamole a sweetness that is amazing. I would definitely say that's probably a very small amount of pineapple.
Yeah, I mean, and it's probably fresh pineapple, not the canned stuff.
Yeah.
When I was in South America, I learned a trick for cooking meat or chicken empanadas.
Tell me, sir.
Make the
Right.
filling a little saucy and add some gelatin to the hot sauce. To the hot.
To the hot sauce.
Hot juicy.
Juicy mixture before cooling it to fill the pastry. The gelatin will set, making the pastries easier to fill. When they are cooked and hot, the filling will be extra juicy with a great rich mouthfeel.
That's actually smart.
Interesting.
So when it's way easier to handle because it's jellified
Yeah.
broth.
In Indian cuisine,
You
cooking
don't
with
like Indian either.
cooking with a hing. Anybody cook with a hing? Not a
Hing.
hint.
that's a
I think it's supposed to be hint. Unless it's cooking with a hinge.
Good luck.
Asafoetida.
Asafoetida.
Asafoetida adds that element to your food that you simply can't put a finger on. In addition, layering your ingredients is key. Whole spices get toasted first, then fresh spices, onions, chili, garlic, then vegetables, and finally ground spices. What? Because I have questions about doing onion, chili, and garlic before vegetables.
Yeah.
I always cook onions before anything else.
Yeah, but not the garlic before you start throwing in like carrots.
I do. Yeah, I cook my garlic.
First?
Before carrots?
Yeah, I saute it with the onions, and then you throw in your vegetables and whatever else you could. I mean, how are we? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I mean, it's Indian. Sorry, I'm talking about soup.
I mean, all right.
I always do.
I mean,
But, like, you're not-
You're going to cook the vegetables
In the
broth.
soup, yeah, that's not...
Yeah.
Melissa, you're not familiar with asafoetida.
Ass.
A whole lot of asafoetida.
Asafoetida.
Nope, and I wasn't paying attention.
It's a hinge.
That's
Lard.
true right
It's a
there.
hinge, just a hinge of asafoetida. The secret to amazing Mexican food. Lard.
Cook
It's
everything
true.
in lard.
Enough said.
It's healthier for you too.
There's zero trans fats.
Exactly.
Okay. To make home-cooked Chinese food that tastes like a little takeout, velvet your meats, a.k.a. marinate them in a little soy sauce, rice vinegar, and cornstarch before frying.
It
I've
actually
never
does.
heard of it called velvet your meats.
Yeah, I know.
I've done it.
You velvet?
You
velvet
velvet
a lot?
it, huh?
It does.
Marination, yes.
I Velveeta.
Like with the cornstarch and everything like that. Like it does.
No.
I'm saying like
Oh,
velvet.
is that what they're saying? The velvet part is the
Yeah.
cornstarch, like because
Yeah,
because
the
it's going
crispness
to
to it,
thicken. It's also going to thicken your sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with like
I call this Chinese takeout roux.
I mean, you ain't wrong, but
When I was learning to make pho, I was told to add star anise to the broth. It made such a huge difference that I add it to all of my soup broths now. It totally elevates them. I would definitely say you got to be careful with that one.
Yeah, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, and it works really good with sweet things. Like it accentuates and elevates certain flavors. Like
Yes.
strawberry can be elevated by star anise, but I would definitely be careful because I don't want my shit tasting like fucking licorice.
Right, like chicken soup.
Not where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between chicken pho and chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
chicken noodle soup, you add a little bit of apple pie in there. Make it more American.
Yeah. Do you add any star anise to your apple pie filling?
Yeah, add it to the
I
trash.
don't know if it'd be bad. I mean, it's kind of like
I think that one could work. I haven't done it, but I think it could work. There's a Spanish soup called salmorejo I had for the first time and loved while in Barcelona. It's a tomato soup served chilled like gazpacho, and only it's much creamier. I learned that the key to the ingredient is bread. White bread is blended with all the other ingredients, tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, etc., to create this velvety and deliciously textured soup.
I
That looks like
it
I
looks
would
good.
try that.
It looks good.
have an issue
It looks
chilled
like
soup?
gold
with
flake.
cold soup.
Yeah.
That looks like gold flake on the soup. Is that just me?
I don't.
Like,
You don't have an issue with cold soup?
No,
I mean,
cold by the time I get
you've
to
never
eat
just cracked a can open and thrown it back?
I was about to say I literally
No.
did that.
And I
yesterday.
think that's why I have an issue with it, because like I was giving it to me like as a child, not by my own family,
Here's this
by
chicken and
somebody
dumpling.
else's family, and it was like grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Yeah.
And it was literally they opened up a can of Campbell's condensed
Oh.
and just dumped it in a bowl, and I was like, but it's cold.
I mean,
And
yesterday.
they're like,
And
yeah,
you
you're
just
supposed
said
to eat it that way.
Hey,
and I was like,
hey.
No.
from that, and I'm talking like 8.
Yeah, you're supposed to add some
And,
water to it too.
Like
to
8
thin it
years
out,
old,
so.
that kind of shit scars somebody for the
Yeah.
rest of their life. And like
Yesterday.
then all of a sudden you're like, I don't like tomato soup.
Yesterday, when I
And
was
he
over,
is stuck by that.
when I was over at my parents' house, finishing up taking down the rest of the shit out of the house, there's nothing in the fridge, nothing in the pantry.
Oh,
Except
you
for
went, you
the
went
little-
shopping, and there was no shop in the
No
in the
groceries.
shelves.
No,
There's
no
nothing to
groceries
eat.
on the store
There's,
shelf.
there's nothing to eat really, and I was just like, all right. There's
Nothing.
that soup.
Man, now
Nothing-
you got to move their whole house and you don't get
Jambalaya.
fed.
You ate cold jambalaya straight out the can. Was it
Yeah.
Campbell's Chunky?
Hey, he had tahini.
Progressive?
No, teens at my house, not
Progresso?
their house.
Progresso doesn't make jambalaya. I'm pretty sure.
It was the red shit. I don't think it was Campbell's. Is the other one.
Campbell's is red.
Oh yeah,
chu-
but it's
chunky.
the chunky shit.
Yeah, it's Campbell's.
Oh, okay, I didn't read it. I
We're
was
gonna have to
hungry.
close this side door.
Not the big one,
Me,
though.
Dennis, all the empty shit.
Well, the big one's not causing shit to fly around.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Next.
chugged that shit down.
I just, I have a fucking thing about tomato soup.
I think this is last but not least.
No, there's 2 more after this.
Oh, it is 19, not 17. Learning to cook Thai cuisine taught me how to be really good at balancing different strong flavors. For example, Thai-style salads called yum are infinitely flexible, but the flavor profile is always salty, spicy, sour, sweet, and umami. I think umami covers that. All at once, mastering this dish is all about knowing how to balance the flavors instead of shying away from them or reducing them. So, umami. Learning to cook Thai cuisine taught me umami. That could have been the end of this fucking...
No, because umami is like when I think umami, I'm thinking like steak fat flavor. It's not salty, sour, spicy, sweet. Like umami is like it's like if you ever put MSG on your tongue and it's kind of got like a beef tallow flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
I associate it with like mushrooms, like earthy, like yeah,
Well, hey, I mean...
beefy.
This one can clarify it all. The category taste in food, besides sweet, sour, salt, and bitter, corresponding to the flavor of MSG.
Nice.
But
nice.
it's- yeah,
What tastes
but
like
it's not-
umami? MSG.
I mean, it is. Like, I really like it. But, trying to substitute it for salt on french fries, that's weird. Don't do it. I tried. Like, what happens?
Number 18. I discovered soaking onions in lime juice for a while before mixing them into the salsa or putting them in tacos gets rid of the raw funk. Plus, these foods get a good squeeze of fresh lime juice anyway.
I like the funk.
So this is
Right.
kind of like pickling,
Gotta
but
have the
ceviche
funk,
and
bro.
onions.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they were.
which I mean, I get it. If you're doing tacos specifically, that's not a bad idea. Like pickled onions on banh mi, like ceviche onions.
But this isn't pickling. This is just soaking them in lime juice. Like the pickle, you would have to heat that up and add some sugar.
Again,
Dude,
you're like you're
that really makes me
ceviche.
want to have that sound bit.
Yeah, ceviche onion.
Like
Makes me really want to have that sound bit. We need the funk. Gotta have that funk.
I think raw onion brings a different bite to a taco.
Yeah.
As opposed to like.
Don't get me wrong. I like pickled onions on the.
Oh, dude, I
on
just like
fish
pickle.
tacos.
I like how they only have one
Yeah.
onion that has clearly been limed, and then they have white onion on the other one that's just white onion.
Well,
Like
see,
you didn't.
that's
was-
clearly
With, like,
two different
pineapple.
tacos.
I mean, sure, but if you're gonna make a photo about,
It's kinda like a
onions
taco.
and lime juice, maybe focus on that.
It's what is it? Photo stock.
This looks like a taco. In Vietnamese cuisine, there's a great dish called bánh xèo, a crispy, savory pancake. It's my favorite meal and relatively easy to make, calling for just a few ingredients. The trick is adding sparkling water or beer to make the batter extra crispy. So is this kind of like a Irish pancake?
Boxy.
Thank you. Like a
Boxy had potatoes in it.
like a crispy boxty.
Looking at this photo, I immediately went like, "Damn, dude! They melted cheese on the flat top." and put it in
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too.
It's like they folded everything in some melted crispy cheese.
I'm
Like-
down.
like-
That's what kind of taco shell you got?
like,
Cheese.
I don't care what. This is the best salad I've ever had in my life. The entire salad is just folded. in a crispy.
We've ran out of forks and knives, so
You're gonna have to pick it up and eat it.
You're gonna
We
pick
made
your
we
salad up and
folded
eat
your
it.
salad bowl.
It is not cold cheese.
It's
It is
pho.
now a cheese
First off,
taco.
it's pho. They gave you chopsticks.
I could totally see that working. Like, you guys have
Pho
taco
tacos.
salad? Absolutely. This looks like a taco. It is a salad and a taco. It's just big ass taco shell.
I mean,
What happened to a load? Oh, there we
Hey,
go.
fusion foods, pho and tacos.
this one's probably gonna hit a little close to home to a lot of people.
I mean, just by the first two words. My mom insists that it's the only way people are sharing the questionable ways their families cook specific foods, and some are frankly crimes.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
before
There we
we get
go.
into it, does anybody have anything they would like to bring to the public? Share?
What my mommy says cooking should be?
Yeah.
No.
My mom
Yeah,
says
well-
everything should be burnt, but that's beside the point.
Oh, the one thing my mom usually always said when she was cooking was like, "Eat the fucking slop." Was probably horrible, but then it turns out good. But
Eat the slop.
It's when she didn't say,
She's like, I tried really hard on this one. You're like,
fuck.
dinner's gonna suck.
eat the fucking slop. I'm done. I'm going to bed.
Thank God. We got beanies and weenies.
Yeah, she's like, I'm in my second box of wine.
So on Thanksgiving.
My mom didn't necessarily do a whole lot of home cooking, and when she did, I would say that she followed recipes often. So, I mean, like, I don't think that there's anything even anything that she followed that was just like, no, I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just trying to think. Like,
my
mother's a
they didn't used to preheat pans.
pretty
Like, that's probably what I
damn
can say.
good cook. Preheat pans.
Yeah, they did not used to preheat.
Just
Like, they
throw
would just
shit
start
right in.
shit. And, like, now that I've been cooking, they preheat pans. Like, just conversations we've had. But, like, that's the only thing I could think of.
I guess that's the one thing my mom kind of doesn't do is like, unless it's like a brand new recipe of a brand new cuisine that she's never really tried, like home cooked Chinese or Vietnamese or anything like that. If it's something that she's done a while and she's trying a different one, she's like, yeah, I need to follow that recipe. It's like,
I don't follow recipes.
I mean, yeah, that
well,
one.
I'm talking
I-
like she's
I don't
trying to
know
bring,
about that,
she's
like-
trying to actually make homemade like Chinese food.
Like, okay, something out of her realm.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
and
like-
she's like, nah, I'll just walk around it, and she gets pissed off if it isn't that great.
When it doesn't work out, well, you didn't follow the recipe. Like,
Why does my orange chicken not taste like orange chicken? Because you use grapefruit.
I use strawberries.
I was
We're
about to
out.
say, well, you used grapes. I mean, still sweet, but okay. All right.
I wanted a variation.
Sorry.
Who's-
that was
is
mine.
it you? I was like, who's this tapping?
Yeah.
My mom once had a meltdown in her kitchen when she saw me cooking an egg in a skillet. She likes to cook her eggs in the microwave until they're rubbery and tinged with gray. And she insists that this is the only way to do it, as they have a egg exploded in the microwave. In the photo.
I have always cooked eggs in the microwave. Not okay. Let me rephrase. When I was younger, I used to scramble eggs in a coffee mug, add a little salt and pepper, and cook them in the microwave, put them on a sandwich.
Yeah.
You have recently discovered
Poach.
the poaching of eggs in the microwave.
yes.
I love the microwaving of eggs when people don't do shit and then they cut it with a knife and it explodes. That's hilarious, especially when they know it's coming, because
Is that-
they're like, we're gonna test this out.
Is that like a hard-boiled egg? Like, I don't understand what's going on there.
It's a hard-boiled egg.
So they
They
just
take
put
the
it-
hard-boiled
they,
egg.
No, they take a raw egg and try to
You think?
hard-boil
I
it
mean,
in the
either
microwave?
way, I don't know. I don't care. I think it's because it's usually shelled. Like there's no shell on it, so it's already hard-boiled.
Okay.
So they're just throwing a hard-boiled egg in the microwave. I don't know, but either way, I just think it's hilarious when people are like, "Oh, we're gonna see if it explodes." Like, it's gonna fucking explode.
It's gonna
It's
look like
hot.
this microwave.
and no one's wearing glasses or anything. Like, we're just gonna see what happens. Like, you guys are fucking idiots, and I'm gonna watch this shit.
Number 2.
It's okay, Dennis. You and me are safe. We got our glasses on.
Always got your
Eye protection.
Protective eyewear.
My stepdad's mom took a stick of butter and used it like a crayon to smear butter all over a raw turkey, then put the rest of the stick of butter on the table for rolls.
Oh.
That was over 20 years ago, and I still refuse to eat anything she makes.
I
Wow.
don't blame you one bit on that one.
Wow.
Fuck. Wow.
I mean,
If anything, I would have gone, oh yeah, smear it all over the raw chicken and then throw it inside the cavity.
yes.
That's the only thing you can
I
do.
mean, you got like a 75% chance that you won't catch salmonella.
I mean,
My luck, I mean at 25%.
I really read that wrong at first. I thought it said
Oh,
my mom.
I mean, that is a great way to spin it, though.
My mom wouldn't eat hummus until I started calling it bean dip. I really thought it said my mom wouldn't eat humans. And I was like, well, I mean, is there a problem with that? Mom finally got one right.
She's on that lab meat thing.
Bean dip. I mean, it is. Garbanzo beans.
See?
Bean dip. Chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Garbanzo beans.
Chickpeas.
One of my relatives deep fries things and then puts them in the air fryer to make them less oily. Then there's my aunt who buys takeaway fried chicken and fries it again at home just before serving it to her guests. She says the outside is too dry and not oily enough.
Garbanzo beans.
Anyway.
Once we watched my wife's grandma dice an onion by slicing rounds, like you do for burgers, peel each slice one by one, and then finally chop it all with a steak knife.
Oh, wow.
That would be a lot to watch.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
I mean,
How long does that take?
we'll see if she makes it to the next birthday.
What the...
My mom said that cooking the turkey on Thanksgiving Day was too much work when you're hosting, so she cooked the bird weeks in advance, carved it, and froze it.
Yum.
I mean,
the carving video
Side-
going on right now is also quite hilarious.
it's probably
It's
just
fine.
as dry as it was going to be.
If
when
you had made it right then. My mother-in-law puts a packet of Lipton's dry onion soup mix in everything she makes. Every single dish. Rice, mashed potatoes, taco meat. Honestly, it's the only thing consistent about her cooking.
Taco meat? Damn.
Oh, fucking shit. It's like everything just tastes like French onion dip. Like,
I love this one.
Guess
My family
so.
calls every small grain-like food in large quantities rice. Quinoa, that's rice. Couscous, rice. My only question is salt, that's rice.
Right?
I like the pictures, like,
Not
is that
rice?
couscous?
Yeah, that's couscous.
Where it's like, not rice.
Nope, that's pasta.
My mother-in-law proudly makes this one very specific chunky salsa that has raw diced carrots in it. I have no idea where she got that recipe from, but it's bland, watery, and way too crunchy. That sounds more like a bean dip, like a bean salsa.
You're confusing couscous.
With the rice.
No, well, it's not a pasta. Like, what's the little beads?
Couscous?
I mean, couscous is a little bead, unless you're talking
No,
about...
like the pasta beads.
Ah.
The ones that you put in your soup and they become like.
That's orzo. They're
Oh,
not
no.
little beads.
What's the other ones like in the soup?
It's like couscous with pearl pasta.
No, couscous is a grain.
Right.
Pearl pasta, like
rice, what are you talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
like the ones that they start off really little and then you let them soak in like the Italian wedding soup and then they become like the size of BBs.
I don't know.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Well, but her orzo also turns into like the size of like linguine. So it's amazing how much fucking liquid those things can take.
I brought my mom and niece to a nice restaurant in Bostonian, the Bostones, and interpreted the menu
They were mighty and mighty.
for them. It was in Spanish, and I could make out most of it. We played it safe considering their palates, but also ordered a few new things for them to try. Adventure in food and culture is important for my kids. My mom screamed, "Ooh, gross," like a child in the middle of the crowded dining room, all because I said there were anchovies in the Caesar salad as they brought it out to the table.
It's
Uh,
in every Caesar salad, no matter what.
I have to remind my mom of that all the time, too.
It's in the dressing.
Most dressings don't use it anymore, but
I
I think they still...
think it's still there, dude.
most restaurants in particular, I feel like, carry dressings that no longer use anchovies.
I'm pretty sure Ken says anchovies.
I'm about to look that one up in particular right now.
because I think it's just going under a different name.
It's the
It's
salt.
like
Umami.
It's umami and salt. It's like
fish meal. Like
Fish meal, right?
like what is it? The
Yeah, they were.
I can't even think of it. Like
You got static in your ears?
I do not.
Okay.
I mean, I hear the fan, but the fan's not going anywhere.
Okay. I knew that.
So I was born and raised in Eastern Europe. In the 90s, my parents weren't really exposed to different cuisines or spices. This has caused some major drama
Ken's is still using anchovies.
and confusion whenever my parents visit and I make them try something something. I'm so glad that's supposed to be new, right?
Yeah.
Make them try something now. My parents threw out, Camembert cheese when they scolded me for 10 minutes.
About how you can't keep moldy, bad food in the fridge.
Sorry, I was drinking a beer.
Stinky, moldy, bad food. It's just cheese. My mother-in-law cuts every single vegetable using a paring knife. It's horrible watching her struggle to cut large items like potatoes and onions, but she still sits there and insists that a small knife makes it go faster. Then again, she also boils chicken and water in the microwave and eats it, so...
What?
Right.
I bought a bottle of good red wine to my cousin's house. She thanked me and immediately put it into the fridge. Red wine. Just to clarify,
You don't refrigerate.
it's not going in the fridge.
Hey, we're going to do I didn't realize this list was so long. We'll do 2 more.
I moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico area after college and fell in love with the food. I took my parents to a decent New Mexican restaurant when they visited, and my father got a hamburger and a tortilla. You know the feeling when you've discovered something that you think is life-changing, you want to share it and no one cares? That was me on that day.
So it was like a crunch wrap, just
Yeah.
real
With a-
fast. It was
with a
like
full
a crunch
burger.
wrap
Burger. Yeah.
with a full burger inside.
My stepfather is an absolute toddler about food. A literal 60-year-old man who still throws tantrums when my mom doesn't make him what he wants for dinner. What does that have to do with anything?
One of
Okay,
his-
this is important. Here.
I love how it's American cheese in the photo.
This is important.
Well,
you got to
it's
read
yeah.
one of his normal practices is that he eats slices of white American cheese straight from the package. There's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty much a connoisseur of cheese, if you ask me. Like,
I love how he said the cheese was bad, and they were like, we think he just started smelling the cheese before he started eating it. Now he thinks it's
all right,
bad.
let's grab another one. Well, we already talked about it.
Wendy's is giving out free fries every Friday for the rest of 2024.
McDonald's has already been doing that.
Fries Friday.
Burger King's April Fool's Burger is now a real menu item.
Oh, yes. Okay.
But the left-handed Whopper.
No. This is new. And I did read it because it was a fake. So it was the Pattyless Burger, which features slices of Gouda cheese, crispy fries, and a drizzle of smoky barbecue sauce, all on a soft sesame seed bun. So if you scroll down, you actually get a picture of it.
How much Gouda cheese? I might be into this.
I mean,
Two
so
slices,
it's called the
isn't it?
fake burger. So it's just like, it's some fries and some Gouda slices and some barbecue sauce.
Oh, look
could
at
be
that.
our
Japanese.
vegetarian. That could be our vegetarian sandwich.
I mean, they should have brought that out during Lent.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. That's kind of...
It's in,
I
Japan,
mean-
it's in Japan, though, too, so.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could get it anywhere, but the whole thing is like it's about $2.50.
It's a stupid fun item, and it's about $2.50, so it might be fun to try. Would probably be better with a beef patty on these as well,
Well, I mean, it'd be like a poutine burger.
Can I get the
right?
fake burger, add burger?
right?
Y'all should make a pierogi poutine burger.
pierogi poutine burger?
Yeah.
That requires me to make fucking pierogies.
Nah, just get it from Cisco. The store that we had at Fence.
Mrs. Mama, Mr.
Mrs.
T's.
T's,
Mrs.
yeah.
T's.
New
What?
Sprite flavor gets colder as you drink it.
Okay, so this one I tried to figure out what the fuck they were talking about.
I can only assume it's got like a mint.
I thought so too.
Huh?
So if we scroll on down, New Sprite is describes it. Oh,
New Sprite Chill is described as having gone through several rounds of development and testing by Coca-Cola's R&D department, with the beverage designed to deliver waves of refreshment, and the cooling sensation is described as being one that builds from the first sip to the last. Sprite Chill is also described as the first sparkling soft drink to achieve the cooling sensation without the use of mint flavor.
They had it up there. a
they
little-
just cut you off right.
At the knees, bro.
Like, mint. Nope.
It's a
Without-
flesh wound. Consumers today are looking for multi-sensational or multi-sensorial beverage experiences, so we saw a unique opportunity to elevate the crisp, refreshing taste of Sprite fans expect with a first-of-its-kind cooling sensation.
It's
The
eucalyptus.
will be
had it
available
up
in
top.
North America through July while supplies last. The flavor is just the latest limited time offering from Sprite, which has previously included Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and Sprite Lemonade Legacy.
I looked. I didn't see it today.
They had the flavor profile and everything up at the top.
The flavor profile at the top.
Yeah.
Scroll the other way.
Right there. Sprite is introducing its coldest flavor yet, just as temperatures are heating up. Earlier this week, the Coca-Cola Company announced they are debuting a new seasonal flavor, Sprite Chill, that is not only set to be a new twist on the iconic soft drink with a cherry lime flavor, but also contains a proprietary blend of cooling agent that delivers a cooling sensation as you drink it.
Eucalyptus.
Either that or...
Flexol 454.
Yeah.
Yellow number 5.
Do they still make Flexol 454?
I don't think
Asper cream? Like, I don't know, like, what is it called nowadays? Like, what's the one that Shaq used to do? Like, Icy Hots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The-
I looked, I didn't see it. I don't know what I haven't seen a picture of the logo or, like, what it's supposed to look like.
through July, so...
Yeah, we got some time.
Let's talk about May 1st.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Not a bad looking can.
Yeah, you gotta keep an eye out, Dooley. You go to the...
You have given him assignments after assignments that he has come back empty-handed.
Not my fault.
Look,
I will go
if
and
anyone
boil
sees,
some fucking
if
hot
anyone
dogs.
sees a damn Sprite Chill,
Oh, I stop at 7-Eleven at least once a day, so...
What do I feel like in like a week your brother's just gonna like have some mail show up?
I know, right?
It's just one can of Sprite in ice, like already cold.
it's like,
He's gonna have that, the fucking hot dog water shit, and then like 3 other fucking things that we don't even know about. He's really there so you can shut the fuck up.
He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I got it down here. Y'all ain't got it up there."
right.
Y'all damn
I'm
Virginians.
one state away. Next.
Man, we didn't talk last week about the guy.
What guy?
What guy?
Damn, we figured out
The
about
guy.
The
Yeah.
guy
The dude.
that refused to talk to me about Team Fat Kid.
Oh!
At the
Got some-
commissary.
hold on. Oh! All right, now we need some sound effects.
Right.
You got to go back to the other screen. All right. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Okay, like
so-
I'll give some backdrop because I couldn't hear anything because I was in the truck trying to back up. All right, so we're pulling into the commissary and we're reversing into the garage bay. Alex is ground guiding me in so I don't run into shit.
Yeah.
I did. They looked like they were like on a walk.
They,
like,
yeah, I thought they were walking.
yeah. They were. I thought they were exercising.
And then they just lingered.
Yeah, in front of the door, so it's weird as we're backing in. And I'm pretty sure this is where you walked up to close the door on them.
Yeah, but like I had seen him outside, and I knew like Alex wasn't talking to you, so like I stood there. He goes to get the truck in, and I was getting ready to close the door. I was like, "Did you?" Because it's kind of was it raining? Was it drizzling at the
I
time?
don't think so. I think it was still nice outside. A little cold, maybe.
Okay, 'cause
a little
I-
breezy.
So I feel like I
'Cause
was,
it was like
you
we were
guys
like we were
can
like
come
at,
in,
yeah, we were
get
like
out
at
of-
75 the week before, then we dropped down to like 60s,
Yeah.
and now we're at 80s the next week. Yeah,
Just
you know,
breezes.
Virginia,
89
like
degrees.
he's out there, so it's a man and a woman out there walking. This man.
man.
And yeah, so I walk up to close the door, but I see them,
Cracker
and I was
Barrel
just
Darryl.
like, "All right, well, do you guys want to?" You like, hey, "What's up?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna talk to them." And I was like, "I mean, I'm standing here in Team Fat Kid attire. I'm inside the commissary. I'm not a random person at
Yeah.
this point." But I was like, all right. Well, I mean, like, you know, and I just kind of gave him the look, like, what can I help you with? And he looked at me and again said, yeah, and I want to talk to them. And I was like, all right. So at this point, I'm just petty and irritable.
Fuck it,
'cause-
shut the door in his face.
right?
Right?
All right. Well,
That's what
I
I
gave you
would've
the
done.
option. But so I was just
I would
like,
like to talk to the owner. I am the owner.
so I was just
As
like,
you're closing the door, like, no, that shit sailed.
Right?
So yeah, I was just like, of course, I turned around. I gave him a look, probably like, go fuck yourself look, and turned around and walked away. And the lady that was with him read the room. She was probably like,
I heard
oh,
this story.
damn. So I hear her behind me go, you could have talked to her. And he immediately realizes his fucking mistake. And he was like, well, yeah, I could talk to you. I could talk to you. And of course, I'm a bitch. And I just kept walking because I'm annoyed at this point. So I just gestured over to the guys like, here, you can talk to this man. And it was just,
But the lady said...
oh, yeah. So I could hear him again go, oh, I'll talk to you. And then I hear the lady again go, well, now you fucking offended her. Why would she? Like,
Yeah, he's trying to sell something.
and I was just like, thanks, lady. Like, I appreciate you for having my back. And then Alex goes out, and he hands him a fucking card. Like, yeah, that's all you were going to get. I would have been the person to talk to. Like, I guarantee you.
No
I
one talk to a
lot
man
more.
about some manly man things. You ever card?
Yeah.
I don't think that email ever came through.
I don't know. I have his card if we're interested, but
I mean, he was trying to sell a food trailer that he used like twice.
But yeah.
You know,
And
great
if you were
way
gonna talk,
to start.
Right?
you're going to talk about selling something? Who's going to buy something? Wouldn't you want to talk to the chick?
No, I want to talk to the man owner.
Yep, and that's exactly what it was. I want to talk to the man. And then I guess he apologized to Alex for me. Like, oh, tell her, I hope I didn't sound sexist.
No.
What the fuck do you think you sounded?
Fuck out of town. You know, you sound.
All right, we're gonna hit this list just because it is baseball season again, folks.
Hallelujah.
Woo, we gonna eat some hot dogs like this guy.
I vote for the train.
Because we did this for football, I believe. We taught the ranking of stadiums and shits. All right, so
Wherever I can get a glizzy that big, I'm happy about.
oh, dude, that glizzy's in that.
Yeah.
now.
All right, even better. Let's go.
Dude,
Despise
Pittsburgh's got the
the name.
Renegade dog, man.
You can get that at Sonic.
Was that the one that is like
It's like this damn. It's a
the one that looks like a bologna?
Well, it's a foot long hot dog and everything, but it's got shredded pot roast, freaking damn pickles,
hot dogs.
and pierogies on top of
I
that.
saw
bad
that
boy.
one, but the one that they like are carrying
Yeah.
out, like it's like a 3-foot hot dog.
Yeah.
And, like, it's got like a box and like a handle and shit. And everyone's like, I'd try that, but my dumb ass would drop that $35 fucking hot dog
Right.
on the ground on the way to my seat.
I'd be so
All right,
mad.
so every MLB stadium ranked worst to best. Wait for it. What do you
Man,
think
what
is the worst?
happening with your
What do you think is the worst? What do you think is the best? Like, go
Fenway.
Kenny.
Well,
the
he
best.
just fucking damn scrolled down
No,
too
Fenway.
far.
There's no way you could have fucking read all that
There's
shit.
Tampa Bay Rays for the fucking damn bottom. They're worse.
Okay, so Tampa Bay Rays, we know it's the worst stadium. That kind of sucks.
I don't know shit about baseball, so y'all are on your own.
It's just
honestly.
stadiums. Okay.
Yeah, again,
Stadium-
don't know shit
well-
about baseball.
Well, if you go by like the actual like the beauty of the stadium and everything, I know.
You think Wrigley's going to be up top, Fenway, like the older stadiums? Because those suck.
PNC
man.
Park got voted the best this last year for like the prettiest park and everything.
PNC.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah,
But not,
I don't know
Fenway's
shit.
not like pretty.
I don't know
No.
shit about.
And it stinks.
And the fucking seats are hard.
Yeah, they're really small.
Yeah.
And it leaks, like, water on the inside. Like, it is... I was trying to get at Guinness, and it was just, like, pissing water from, like, the fucking stands. Like...
I don't know shit about piss about the baseball stadium, so I'm kind of just gonna be the guy that does this thing. you know.
Well, just read the article.
Scroll. All right. Tropicana Field, Tampa Bay Rays. We already know, number 30. We're going to go through this rather quickly. If
Who wants to read?
Well,
if anything,
Dooley
pop-
needs to scroll.
If
I was
anything
gonna say, do
pops
you
up
wanna-
that makes it suck.
Make it secret or just keep on scrolling.
I would just Ring Central Coliseum.
Oh,
Open
well,
A's.
that's fine because the A's are now going to
Vegas.
so we don't have to worry about them anymore. Which good on the A's moving if you got the second shittiest stadium.
right.
Rogers Center, Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, really? Wait, I thought Rogers had a fucking roof.
The roof allows weather to come in.
Are you sure?
That's what it was saying.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't reading. I was looking at the picture. Continue.
Allows the elements to creep into the building when the weather is pleasant.
Lone Depot Park, Miami Marlins. Guaranteed Rate Field, Chicago White Sox.
So that anyone can sponsor a field anymore. Like they're not even named. Like remember, like Wrigley, and it was like remember Jacobs Field, but then it became
Yeah.
Progressive Field.
Yep.
Like they were owned by people.
T-Mobile Park, Seattle Mariners, 25.
That one opens and closes too, doesn't it?
Globe Life Field, Texas Rangers.
Definitely a closer.
Yeah.
Angel Stadium, Los Angeles.
Angels.
I figured that was pretty clear.
Let's scroll down and get to like the good shit.
Top 10?
Yeah.
Top 10.
Let's get to the top 10. I don't think everyone needs to know. We can discuss the top 10.
Getting there.
11. Coors Field for the Colorado Rockies.
10. Citi Field, New York Mets.
Is this a newer field?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 9, Progressive Field, Cleveland Guardians.
Who?
Number 8, Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
Okay, so I've been to, what was the last one? Progressive Field. I keep wanting to call it the Jake, but
Yeah.
Baltimore is really cool and nostalgic as far as old stadiums go, but it still has space. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're not jammed in there.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Well, yeah, when we watched like the Red Sox fucking beat the shit out of the fucking Orioles like on the fucking mound. Yeah, it was like when you're at a game and the bench is clear, it's all, and then like the pitchers are coming from like hopping the wall, the bullpen, like running out the. Well, I don't think anyone's really whooping ass. Let's be honest.
Target Field, Minnesota Twins. Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles Dodgers. I guess Los Angeles, same thing. I get your point now. Oracle Park, San Francisco Giants.
It's just because you get hit in the water.
Yeah, because everyone's out there in kayaks.
Yep.
Busch Stadium, St. Louis Cardinals. Number 3,
You're thinking.
Yankee Stadium.
Well, okay, so this is
For the Yankees.
the
one,
new
yeah.
the new one.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Fenway.
Fenway.
Oh, come on.
Don't worry,
this
PNC was
list-
backing up there like top 15.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Number
I was
1.
scrolling through.
Wrigley.
Probably.
So,
Yeah.
Wrigley Field.
come on, man.
Such a hater.
No, I mean, okay, so realistically, like, Dooley, scroll back down a little bit so we can see the photo.
Down or up?
All right, right, the picture.
Right here, right here, right here.
All right, so, like, the reason why no one sits in the middle, like, dead center,
Right there.
yep, that's called the batter's eye, and that's because it makes it easier for the batter to see the ball on a green background. So instead of having people sitting there, they make that specifically so the batter can see the ball.
Cheaters.
No, I mean, well, most stadiums have it.
Yeah.
Unless, you're Fenway and you just have the big-ass green monster because the field's so fucking short.
Right.
They had to build a big-ass wall. It's like, it has to be this high in order to go 300 feet. Like, because there's only 200 feet. So basically they just gave it all to the old stadiums. Well, let's talk about Saturday.
What about it?
Saturday was Stop Food Waste Day.
We did not. Whether you're overbuying, overpreparing, or poor planning, all right, all these are factors that lead to being tossed instead of eaten. How do you end up? So we throw away a lot of food. Basically, is like I was trying to say this. And last Saturday was Stop Food Waste Day.
Okay.
We eat.
Oh, you mean you and I?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to talk about the food truck. I was like, I mean,
No.
I was
French
gonna say,
fries,
y'all-
and they feed the birds.
I was going to say, if y'all
And
are throwing away
chicken, that
food on
feeds
the
us.
food truck, I will gladly take whatever's about to go, and I'll just eat that shit in my
No.
house. Like,
Because we try to stick
Oh,
by
yeah.
like a strict rule of 7 days on leftovers.
No, we don't.
on a food
Try
truck.
to.
No food truck. This is the Fosse household.
Yeah.
Like, do
We do throw away a lot of food. Sorry.
we throw like I'm pretty sure there's some zucchini in there that needs to go from like a week ago.
Well, it's
It-
moldy or I
mean,
don't want
it's
it.
getting-
Okay.
it's probably getting soft. But I'm sitting around the table realizing that a lot of you probably don't cook at home,
Not really anymore, no.
and
I'm trying to.
but what are your leftover rules? Okay, so you bring home
Cooking
leftovers.
or eating out of cans. Like,
So you bring home food, like you probably don't have any wings left over. That's stupid. Alex, you go out to eat. You and Kelsey go out to eat, and you come home with food in a box. What are the rules? Is yours and hers?
No, the rules are I'm eating it.
Is she not leftover?
She says she's leftovers, but No, she's not leftovers. I don't think I've ever seen her eat anything after it went in the fridge.
Or is it because you're too quick?
No,
Or is it
not
because
at all.
you've given her ample time?
She has said, like, I'm going to eat that, don't touch it, and I've thrown it away. Like, it's been there long, like 2 weeks later, like, you're clearly
2
not
weeks.
going to eat this. Like
yeah,
you know,
okay, but you're a leftover.
I feel like the 7-day rule's fair, you know,
In range.
That depends on what is left over. I have to say, Chinese food, I don't trust for 7 days, and I don't know why, because to be honest,
Chinese
it's probably
food, I'll
already
trust
cooked
for
to shit,
5.
and I'm going to reheat it again. But it's one of those things that will fuck your stomach up real quick. So the 7-day rule on Chinese food is questionable.
You got a little bit of the bubbles.
You know, it's questionable on the... but most things, 7 days is fair. I will say I'm definitely the leftover eater, though. Like, if it's going to get eaten, it's going to be me.
Pizza, like what? Okay, what's your go-to leftover?
That's leftovers.
Whatever's
But yeah,
in
what do you,
that-
there's no...
whatever's
It's,
left over.
it's not like I'm making pag here. Like, I'm not going out and sampling leftovers. It's just what's left over. Like, right now, I think...
Okay. Real fast, like, do you make anything new out of leftovers, or are you just like, I'm just straight reheating?
No,
it?
it's usually just a reheat. Like, every now and then you'll have 2 leftovers that seem like they can go well together, and sure, I'll put the 2 together, like steak and mac and cheese or something.
or,
you know
or
what I
like
mean?
Chinese food, like
Yeah,
it's
you
chicken and
fucking-
broccoli and beef noodle, and like
That's me.
Chinese
Yeah, that's...
food is the best shit. to
and
just
noodles
combine.
and rice go together in leftover Chinese food.
And don't get me wrong about Chinese food. It heats up great. I just don't trust it for 7 days. You know what I mean? Like, you get the
I don't
3
trust-
days
I don't
on
trust
Chinese
rice.
food.
So, like, are you just straight hitting the popcorn button, or are you trying to do something creative, like on the stove?
I like how you said the popcorn button, because that is the only
Yes,
button
I
that I
know.
have available. Which, by the way, we found out works perfect for frozen chicken patties. Exact amount of time. It's fucking great. No, it really depends on the leftover. Most of the time, it's probably the microwave, but like with Chinese food in particular, if it's something saucy enough, I'll put it on the stove. Like,
Okay,
if there's
yeah,
enough
yeah,
liquid to work with, then
Right.
I will put it on. I would prefer to cook it on the stove. Most of the time, though, I'm not gonna like take a spray bottle and like spritz my chicken to heat it back up or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just-
See,
that's-
like I'm a saran wrap guy, and I'll just put water at the bottom of the dish, like give it
Okay.
a little squirt, like from the faucet, and then saran wrap the shit out of it, so I'm like steaming in the
Yeah,
microwave.
I mean, all
but
right.
but like, you got to be careful because
You
like,
put too much water,
Yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
have anywhere to go.
I will say, especially with the Chinese food, like rice.
Yeah.
It tends
Yeah.
to dry out over a couple of days.
That's-
like,
that's
so,
the water.
Yep, you do just, and it's literally just like faucet on, faucet off. Like, you know, get a
Yeah.
little, and I'll
I'm
put it
talking
right.
like a tablespoon.
I don't necessarily even saran that. Sometimes I'll just do it like in a plate, not a bowl, because I feel like it heats up more evenly that
Okay.
way. But like, just one spritz in the middle of the plate, and then put it in the
employ-
microwave.
I say put it on the plate, give it a spritz of water.
And do the plastic
Do
wrap.
this- yeah, you get a.
Either way,
you
microwave
get a
is most often.
Water
Saute pan
spritz or
occasionally.
But see, at the same time, leftover
The
white
bourbon
rice and everything
spritz is
from
always
Chinese and
better.
everything, it's better the next day because you can do fried rice with it.
Yeah.
That is true. If you were going to elevate your leftover,
yeah.
you could make that into
'Cause
fried rice.
I did that the one time with because I did was it Asian inspired chicken thighs in the crock pot and everything. They fucking turned out delicious. Made way too much and everything for me and my roommate at the time. Fucking, I was off the next day. I was like, well, fuck it. I got eggs. I got green onions. and everything.
Chicken fried rice.
I made that for fucking. I made that for breakfast and everything in the morning. I was like,
Chicken fried rice for breakfast.
Mhm.
Did you throw a raw egg? Or like, sorry, not a raw egg. Like a fried egg on top.
well, I scrambled egg up in it, inside of it and everything, and then I also added bacon to it too. So,
Bro, I gotta check that shit because I got some fucking fried rice and I got eggs.
Throwing away stuff though. That's
But-
where we're at,
And
right?
Mom
Yeah,
sauce.
I was gonna say this
Sorry.
started as us actually, and then you went to like taking home from a restaurant.
Well,
So,
it
but
was-
we
Right.
cook at home, and the problem with us.
the rest of the audience in this room does not.
Okay, but the problem with us
I used
is
to.
that we cook too much, and we don't do leftovers enough before I want to cook something else. So it's like we always have
Okay.
something.
I
And it's
You
just
just
like,
gotta
I
let
don't.
your boy know when to come
Okay,
over.
you've been saying that for 3 weeks now.
But you
There's
never
some
let your boy
fine.
know.
There's some taco meat going bad right now.
I will say, if leftovers don't get eaten within the first 2 days of being leftovers, there's like an 80% chance they're going in the trash.
yeah.
Like if you don't, are they edible? Sure, but chances are, like she's saying, like if you don't get to the like if you make spaghetti and like the next day you don't want spaghetti, that spaghetti's probably trash.
see.
Yeah, I
try to
not
freeze
see.
it.
Not,
Spaghetti sandwiches, man.
I'm just saying, like I
spaghetti
feel like
sauce.
in your head, like I feel like if you don't go to it in the first like 2 days, it's more than likely going in the trash.
well, or frozen.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe,
Like she
maybe.
makes sauce. In,
Depends
like,
on what you got.
obviously,
Yeah,
'cause you're making spaghetti sauce. You're not making like a little spaghetti.
Right, you're making sauce.
So
I mean,
she'll freeze it.
My
which-
thing is,
but that makes sense. I mean,
my mom.
I'm just
made
talking about
enough
waste.
Fucking food, like since when I was fucking 4, when I was able to eat actual food. Like my mom made food for like an army or the entire fucking cul-de-sac type of shit like that. So it was you're eating spaghetti for the next 3 days.
Oh yeah, whenever
Yeah,
you bust out
and
that,
a
when
lot
you
of
bust out
people
that big ass
do.
pie.
Yeah,
a lot of people do that. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
there's
It's called
no
meal prepping.
yeah, we're eating this shit all week.
even even
There-
cooking at
there's
home
no-
though.
You may be able to add some meatballs
Good.
to. Ooh, I should go over to the other house
good.
grab those meatballs.
Even cooking
Anyway.
at home, most stuff comes like frozen these days. So like you buy ground beef, you can freeze it. Like you break out 1 tube at a time. Like I don't have a lot of meat waste. I might have a lot of vegetable waste, especially because I definitely
we have a lot of vegetable waste.
we buy a lot of peppers and zucchinis and squash and stuff, intending to use them and then watch them slowly die.
Yeah.
Well, vegetable hops.
It sounds like me and the
Yes.
fucking damn spring mix.
I do compost though, so is that waste?
Oh, so no, I mean, if you're composting, maybe we should give you our zucchini.
Like technically, I'll take it. Technically, that is food waste because you're not eating it. But I mean, it is getting used.
These are still in good shape.
They're fine. They go inside. See, the problem with the zucchini is that I had plans to make it spaghetti-like, and we
Oh,
just
you were gonna
did that.
spiralize.
No, just cut. But we just did it with the spaghetti
Spaghetti
squash,
squash,
so I
which I
fucked
did not
up.
know was a thing.
So I'll just take those inside, cut them up, and saute them.
Or make cucumber salad. Well,
Cucumber salad with zucchini?
Yeah.
Zucchini salad, whatever.
As soon as I said it, I was like, ah, shit.
I mean, it probably.
I like sauteed zucchini.
I'm high, leave me alone. I did take an edible before I came here.
Dude, that was like fucking 4 hours ago.
It was
Didn't
only
you
a
read
200
the
milligrammer.
package? It
read
says
the
it
package?
takes
Sir,
2
it's
hours.
hi, how
to
are
keep.
you?
How high are you?
Oh, I've been tingling the entire fucking podcast. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
all right.
No, sir. It's hi. How are you?
Just hit the little slider thing and we get on.
No.
the hell out of it.
There we go. It's already like 2 minutes into the song.
I mean, 13 seconds.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. You can find us on Facebook at
Team Fat Kid.
on the Instagram at
Team Fat Kid Nation.
on X,
At Team Fat Kid 1.
on YouTube at,
Team Fat Kid.
and of course, you can find us online for all of your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfatkidnation.com.
You can find the food truck schedule pinned to the top of Facebook at
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
on Instagram.
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
The X.
At Fat_Truck.
You can call us for all your pre-order and catering needs at.
757-427-1586.
You could also text that number as well. Remember,
Stay hungry.
be creative.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
Praise the Lord. Peace, love, and bacon grease. Julie did it. He made it.
Finally.
Mexican
I was
oregano.
doing things.
It's a new schedule. He comes in 17 to 20 minutes after we start this podcast. Woohoo!
Are you proud of yourself?
Yes.
That's called bullying, sir. So rude. Anyway,
Simple. Yeah.
He says bullying. Grow up.
you want to talk about it now?
General Hospital.
What?
Jason's back.
What? He's already in court already. He's only been on the show for 3 episodes.
Cliffhanger.
He's back though. He made it all the way to like the title screen.
It's still on.